welcome to day two of my 4 year anniversary. What's up, everybody? I ain't gonna lie, I was about to cancel the whole day two because I'm not able to find any of my damn props. And I was gonna surprise you guys and pull out the cards, but I ain't got the cards. I don't know what happened to them. But it ain't gonna stop this show. Don't worry. I let it go, and we here right now. Let me say what's up to the people. What's up, Bernetta? Thank you for being here. What's up, Cups? Thank you for being here. What's up, True Embrace? What's up, Casey? We got Sexy 60 up in the building. Queen B More, Super K, Denitria. Thank you, Denitria, for holding it down for the mods. What's up, Jelly? How you doing? What's up, Wanda? Thank you. What's up, my brown skin Barbie? Thank you for being here. Who stole your wig? Yo, the wigs is gone too. I'm all like, damn, where did I put everything? What's up, Shannon? Shout out to everybody on Facebook as well too. What's up, Peaches? Thank you for being here. Thank you. I appreciate that. So the wigs, the crowns, I don't know, like I had a specific area in my closet where I put the props and stuff, but I literally can't find anything. I'm like, damn, what happened? What's up, Ingrid? What's up, Libra? What's up, Empress? What's up, Ronnie? Dang, I had the cards and everything planned. It's okay. We still, don't worry. I still got a docket, so we good. We got no earrings. No, I ain't got no earrings. I used to have, because my dad, he doesn't have his earrings pierced either, right? But he got but I remember back in the day, he used to buy the magnet ones. Do they still have those, the magnet earrings? It's not clip-ons, it's literally a magnet. I think I'm gonna buy some magnet earrings and see, and then like surprise y'all one day and see if y'all like it. And then if y'all don't like it, I ain't gotta worry about it because it's fake anyway, right? What's up, Starnate? All right, enough of the pleasantries. Let's go ahead and get down to business. I want to say real quick, again, thank you to everybody for being a part of this and being a part of my whole journey. 4 years is a long time. I mean, there's a lot of people that came and went. Even, whatchamacallit, Couture Bay was even saying that. There's a lot of people who came and went, and they're not here anymore. I came during the pandemic. There's a lot of people during the pandemic. We had nothing to do but to be online, right? And like all those people during the pandemic disappeared. Like once the world started opening back up and everybody was good, people chose to leave, And it was kind of like, okay, gotta rebuild, start all over again. But I was able to do that. And like I said, it's always important on this platform to reinvent yourself and rebrand yourself. You got to keep changing. That's why they called me the standard, the blueprint, the innovator, the godfather of YouTube, because I've been able to stick around this long. It's not easy. It's definitely not. There's still a lot of people singing shoulda, woulda, coulda, Oh, I forgot. Someone told me that the link wasn't working in Cups. I don't want you to come up yet. I don't want you to come up yet, but I'm gonna drop the link early though. Hold on. Because I have a couple of interviews lined up. Of course, it's all about me because it's my celebration. Yeah, no problem. I tried. What's up, Jackie? How you doing today? Don't worry, Jackie. I'm not letting Miss Barber up today. She ain't gonna ruin my celebration. What's up, V? How you doing? Click the link part 2. Oh, if Deanna, white lady shoulder tapper, if she here, I want that ass. Her 600-pound ass, if you here right now talking about you gonna get the Italians to throw me in the river and shit like that, I want your ass. If she here, click that link right. Anytime you click the link. But That lady, yeah, you click the link because I want you. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, they're talking that crazy shit. Yeah. What's up, Miss Curiosity? How you doing? Uh, she said she was gonna read the cards for you. Who? Who said that? Who's gonna read the cards for me? I'm a little nervous. Who's gonna read it for me? Unless you know some spiritual shit going on, I don't know who. What's up, Melody? That is funny. Um, so I want to go ahead and address this off the gate. Um, Damn, do I want to start off with? Hell, I'm gonna do it. A lot of you guys were in my chat the other day. You guys are saying like Goody was saying some of the same things I was saying. How the hell did the TV? Oh, because I pressed the button. That's how the TV came on. Hold on. Okay. A lot of y'all were saying that she was saying some of the same things that I was saying as far as like whatever the situation is with uh, Kat and Dear Yvette and stuff like that. Basically, all the parties involved seem like they don't like each other. And I don't know why they're pretending like they like each other, but it's okay not to like people. I mean, I've been here for a while. You guys got your favorites and I necessarily don't get along with them or I don't like them, but you guys still rock with them, and I'm completely fine with that. But I don't go over to their chat, they don't come over to mine. We don't pretend, we don't fake it, and that's the way it should be. I'm seeing with a lot of these newer who's the euthanizer. I honestly don't know who the euthanizer is, but I guess they're saying it was Yvette. Anyway, um, I don't want to live in a world where we gotta be fake and pretend like we like each other. We don't. And I feel like with a lot of the newer characters that have come in within the last year, I think they all kind of, you know, branded themselves and was rocking with each other and made it seem like this big family. And Jag was the one that they were going after and all that stuff. However, I don't think they actually liked each other. Their common denominator was they don't like Jag. And it's the same situation where you have people linking up with each other. Like, don't link up with somebody you don't like just because y'all hate somebody else. And that's what a lot of it was. And I feel like they thought that Jag was going to be that beacon of hope that gets them to the next level. But it's all like you have to have more than that. And a lot of people were writing on, okay, if I just have Jag, then I'll be able to be successful and everybody will like me. And then it's kind of like when you don't have the Jag stuff, people don't like you for you. They only like you because you drag this lady or you call her X, Y, and Z, or you're trashing her. But a lot of the people that talk shit about Jag are also not shit. Just like Gary Coleman, Project Pat. Gary, Project Pat, Wanda, Blessa, Holiday Heart, Coleman Jr. the third. She's a horrible fucking person. Y'all seen the way she treated her daughter. But people didn't want to believe it because, oh, she hates Jag, so she's a good guy. No, she's a shitty person. She should be called out too. You know? Right, underlying problem with jealousy and hindrance of individual success. I agree. What's up, BJ? Yeah, but Holiday Heart is a horrible person. Why would you ever want to be down with somebody like that or her friend? I would never. Thank you, Cups. That's why I'm saving Cups for last because a lot of the shit we gonna circle back. Um, I would never want to be friends with somebody like that. I don't care how funny she is. I don't care how she's quick wit. I don't care. I would never rock with somebody like that. I still stand on what I said. There ain't nothing that she got, and there ain't nothing that I got that she wants. So at the end of the day, we ain't got to rock with each other. You know, I think originally it was a lot of stuff with the all about the team Monica, and then that kind of branched off into Jaguar because Jaguar happened to come back come back into the fold around the same time, and so this was another gateway or escape for people to hop into something that was trendy. Because let's be honest, that Monica's all about the tea shit that was wrapped up in like I want to say about 3 months. Y'all, that was about 3 months. Like, I remember it happened it happened around May, around this time, right? It went through the summer, and then by August, it was kind of like over with because I think Nosy Ho lost her channel. And yeah, like at the end of August, she lost her channel. Yep, that's what it was. And then it was kind of like everybody's fighting with each other. They try to throw me under the bus. They try to get rid of. They try to get me up out of here. They did, and they was attacked. They attacked Cups. They attacked a lot of people. And Hear Her. Shout out to Hear Her. I don't have a problem with Hear Her. I just think that she can reach out to me if she wants to. That's my thing. But Hear Her was a big person that they went after too. And that's why, that's why I call out Hear Her because I'm all like, how are you friends with Gary Coleman? And do you not remember what happened? And trust me, a lot of people talk about me. They be like, well, look what dear Yvette, Judge Evie, whatever you want to call her, look what she did to you and you've forgiven her. I have forgiven her, but we're not cool like we used to be. No. And I think for me, I set those boundaries where like if there's some drama or a problem going on, you hit me up and you let me know about it and we squash it. None of this, we gonna do videos about each other back and forth. None of that. Now, like I said, and I told her to her face, that whole auntie thing that happened, when she shared my auntie's video that she was gonna do some kind of expose on me, I'm gonna get your ass back for that. I'm gonna get your ass back for that because your ass is way too old to be doing that shit. I'm gonna tag your ass for that. Trust me, a receipt is coming. But other than that, hey, if we have an issue, we'll talk it out and we resolve it. That's the kind of relationship that we have. But it's no like, oh, we sharing Thanksgiving dinner and all that. No. It's not like that. If anything, the only reason why we've been talking recently is because my name was mentioned in this whole recording thing, and I was confused what the hell was going on. It's whiskey. It's not Henny, but it's whiskey. It's not brandy. I was reading Cup's comment real quick. Yeah, and I still don't understand that phone call shit. Let's talk about yesterday real quick before I continue. Yesterday, I had no clue how deep the shit went. I didn't really understand it. It was like a hot ghetto mess, basically. I still don't know what Kat lied about and what she did. I still don't know how Yvette and Sassy got on the phone with her. I was totally confused about everything. It made no sense. Put a 1 in the chat if you still confused about that whole phone call controversy. Put a 1, you still confused. Put a 2, you know about it. Put a 3, you don't give a damn. I'm 1 and 3. Put 13. Well, maybe not. I shouldn't say put 13. That's a game. Put 1, 3 in the chat if you confused and you don't give a damn. Like it made no sense at all. And now it's this whole controversy on the call is going to be released, but it's going to be behind the paywall and membership. And I'm kind of like, All right, do whatever. I understand it, making money, have people listen to it or whatnot. But honestly, at this point, I feel like we don't care that much. Like after yesterday, I was kind of like, yeah, I really don't care. I don't give a damn. And again, I think two things can be true. Do I think Kat said something, about somebody behind their back? Possibly. And then two, whatever she said about somebody behind their back, was it that deep? Probably not either. Dear Yvette, when she drink her clear liquor, she get heightened and emotional, and so she probably was on 10, and that's why. But it is what it is. And also the reason why I brought up Goody again, because she had mentioned something about like the newer people don't respect the OGs. Excuse me. And I totally agree with that because I had her cat say something like, "Oh yeah, Toxic Diamond was like her attack dog, and Toxic Diamond would attack people for Yvette." She said something to that effect, and I was like, "No, no, no. Toxic Diamond had over 100K subscribers. Toxic Diamond was the big dog." And I was like, "Oh, y'all really don't know like who these people are, you know?" I was all like, y'all really don't respect like the OGs and like really know who they are. Like y'all literally just came in here and was all like, "Oh yeah, I'm a come in and wreck shit and expect everybody else to bow down." And it's all like, no, Toxic Diamond was an OG. Toxic Diamond was the one that was, fighting with the Tasha K's. She was involved with all that whatchamacallit, the R. Kelly stuff. That's how she got popping and stuff like that. That was her thing. But other than that, nah. TD. Oh, yeah. She fell off. Well, she in jail, of course, MD. Of course, she fell off. Oh man, anarchy. Wait, what's going on? Somebody setting fires? And again, that kind of goes back to my whole point. Like, just because you guys might not like Jaguar or whatever, doesn't mean that y'all need to partner up and be best friends, buddy buddy with each other. Like, you can have your own content. This person can have their own content, but y'all don't need to go on panel and share. Y'all don't need to do that because then you just faking it. Yeah, you gotta respect the OGs. Yeah. And I feel that, and here's the thing too. You can be an OG, but necessarily, I don't think you deserve respect. Like, I'll give somebody, for example. Y'all know Sparkle, the one with the eyeball? God, God. Wait, Sparkle always be rhyming. What does Sparkle be saying? Sparkle be all right. Yeah, the fakers and the bakers, and yeah, Sparkle, the one with the wig, and the one that be rhyming with the halitosis breath and stuff like that. Sparkle is an OG. Sparkle has been around for a long time, but I wouldn't necessarily consider like Sparkle as somebody that you have to necessarily respect. And this is no shade or nothing. I'm not trying to fight with Sparkle, but Sparkle is off the hook. Sparkle be all over the place. Like um, Sparkle is on the same level as Queen Tucket. Definitely on the same level, and not just because of the trans thing. They're literally like one and the same. Like literally fighting with everybody for no reason. QT is an OG. Queen Tulsa is definitely an OG. Yes. But do I feel like Queen Tulsa is somebody that you necessarily have to respect? No. And it kind of goes with the troll. Yes, Jackie, that's the perfect way to say it. The trolling thing. Those are literally trolls. Like they want you to disrespect them. You know, yeah, just trolling. They'll just fight you for any reason. Those are the kind of people like, yeah, you don't necessarily have to respect them. I mean, don't go out your way to be mean, but just ignore them. They're not even important. And it's funny because like Princess said the other day, like, yeah, me and Queen Tulsa, we made up, but then, I don't know. I feel like I do this every couple of months with her. And I was like, you know what? That's true because I feel like every couple of months, like me and Queen Tulsa will have a heart to heart, right? And then all of a sudden she'll backflip and backtrack and then be calling me names and shit like that. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, like I thought we were cool. And she was like, no, we're not cool. Okay, you bipolar and shit. Okay, I get it. I would be too if I had to kill my chickens and roosters and fry them the next day because I was hungry and I didn't get no food stamps. But okay. And then I think like, well, damn, what does your husband do where you gotta kill your own chickens just to eat? That's sad. I got beef with the roosters for doing right. Oh my god. But yeah, I now do I think like the black tea sector is dead? The old black tea sector, the one that me and Cuz was a part of, yes, that is long and gone. However, am I trying to shit on them and say like the new people can't be here or anything? No, I'm definitely not saying that. I want you guys to know that I'm not saying that you guys can't be here or anything like that, but I want to say that at least carve out your own lane. That's the best thing that I can say is carve out your own lane. Like I remember when I first started, I would go in different sectors and stuff like that and check out other people and be inspired by other content creators that were not necessarily over here. Meet some new friends. Just like the other day when Stephanie had brought up Xylee, I was like, damn, I haven't talked to Xylee in a while. And y'all don't even know who Xylee is. Xylee for real. Make sure you guys check her out, or just put in Xylee. I think she changed her name, but it's Xylie, Xylee. She's dope as hell. She's a streamer, and she talks about shit that's going on YouTube and shit like that. Like phenomenal. Definitely check her out. But there's different people that inspired me from other sectors. And I didn't care about the clout chase either. As far as like, okay, well, let me hang out. Because if that's the case, then I would have still been on Sherelle's panel every single day if I cared about clout chasing. Like my thing was building my own brand and building my own lane. It's no more uniqueness. It's very click up for ooh, 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 ding, 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 ding. You're right. What's up, Krista Marie? Thank you for being here. Yeah, that's the truth. It's a click up for a glow up. And even if they don't like it, here's the thing too, I noticed. Even if they don't like somebody, they will still rock with that person just to save face. And it's all like, you gotta be willing to step on some toes. You gotta be willing to make a name for yourself. Now, don't do it the same way that the Powderhead did it, because that's definitely not the right way to do that. But you gotta don't be afraid to like speak your mind. Because don't wait until you're backed into a corner to speak your mind. Because that's the worst time to do it. Because then everybody gonna be looking at you like, oh, you crazy, you got issues, you changed. And it's all like, no, I ain't changed. Y'all the crazy motherfucker. Like, because they even try to convince me that I was crazy. You know? Is creating a channel off of Dragon Jag consider carving your Oh, that's a good question, Libra. I would consider that carving your own lane. But here's the thing. Do you offer anything else? Do you offer anything else? And I feel like if you offer anything else, you're perfect. Then you're doing it right. Because every now and again, I like to drag Jag or, call her out for some BS she done said. Just like she said she freed the girls from Epstein Island. And let me tell you, I was not going to watch that interview. Libra, was it you who told me? You was like, what you think about her saying she freed the girls from Epstein Island? And I was like, what? Huh? And I had to watch it. After you told me that, I was like, oh, I got to watch this interview. Like those kind of things, like, yeah, I'm always going to have, I don't mind talking about that shit. That shit is funny to me. But I'm not going to be worried about who she's screwing. Like, Sip, she done had like 30 different boyfriends and stuff like that. I don't know any of her new boyfriends. I don't care about that. I don't care. I'm not gonna look up who her new boyfriend is or try to find out where they live at and what they do. Do they have a criminal record? I don't give a fuck about that. Jag saying that she went to Epstein Island and freed those girls. That's a big ass lie. We got to talk about it because that's some bullshit. You know? Jay said other sectors linking up, making money, making each other millions. These playing Angry Birds against each other for twerk. Yo, that is true. And let me clarify, I'm always for building a community of people, of content creators that want to work together. I'm never anti that. Let's be clear on that. I'm never anti that. But the thing is that you know some. Okay, for example, you don't see me over there trying to be friends with Dookie Way. I do not like Dookie Way. Dookie Way does not like me. Does that mean that we're gonna fight each other every day? No, that doesn't mean we're gonna fight each other every day. However, I don't go over there and try to be his friend. I stay in my lane. I stay over here. And he stays over there. Completely fine. We might talk our shit about each other every so often, but I'm literally not like, ooh, hair flip. I'm one of the hair flippers. Wait, I think they call it uncheckables. Whatever the fuck he calls people. I don't fake it. But if it's somebody who I like Melanie Jones or Cups of Conversation or somebody like that, that's what I would, yes, indeed I do. That's the kind of people I would want to work with. But I'm not going to fake the funk and work with people I don't like. For what? For what reason? Yeah. But when they beef, they making millions. We over here broke. That's the difference. Well, I shouldn't say broke. I mean, as far as saying you talking about everybody without mentioning everybody, name, you being shady, keep it up is good work. Thank you, Miss Barbara. I appreciate that. No, I've been saying names. I've been giving examples. Yeah, I can't be fake. Yeah, I'm not going to be fake with somebody who I don't rock with. If anything, yeah, keep that. I'd rather be broke than to fake it. And hell, let's be honest, they even fake it. Like all the lighter skinned content creators, they fake it themselves. All right. So anyway, another sector that's like dead and over with is freaking the beef sector. Remember I told y'all I was gonna my second channel, I was gonna go over to the beef sector and join it or whatever. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I didn't realize what they do is pay each other to come on each other's panel and do shows together. Like you gotta pay somebody in order for them to give you like clout. Nah, no, thank you. No, I'm not doing that. Not at all. He was the first YouTuber I watched and had to block him within a week. Wait, who? Oh, you talking about Cooter Brown? Okay, that's who you talking about, Cooter Brown. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but in the beef sector, you gotta pay people to be on their panel and shit. Like, I'm not doing. Hell no, no. That's a no. And I hate to say it, but like the people like the Treacy's, the VS, the Jay Wilsons, the Timothy Blaine, they are still entertaining. Like those are the people I watch. That's the old school. But now you got these newer people who kind of took over the sector. And so it's not the same. You know, you literally got to watch the old school beef sector to like really enjoy it. The new people, I don't like that. You got to pat to fight in docs now. Yeah, the doxing is crazy. Um, that's another thing too. I think the doxing needs to stop on all sides. Whoever is doing it, it needs to stop. I still don't get that. Oh, let me dox you because if you can't roast, that's my thing. If you can't roast, then you shouldn't be doing YouTube. You should be able to use your words and be able to, hit somebody like a dagger in the heart by just using your words. I don't think you need to necessarily dox people and do all that. Even like when it comes to like interviewing people, family and stuff like that, I don't like that. I was, oh, speaking of that, I was against interviewing people, family like beforehand. Y'all know Gary Coleman, Project Pat. Well, that person had called tells of the Colts grandma. Her grandma was like telling her grandma things and manipulating and like I wasn't down for that. When Tails even interviewed Toxic Diamond's son and then Toxic Diamond's mom, I wasn't for that either. This was before my whole auntie thing. So I've always been against all that. So no one can say, oh, you're just saying that now because of this and that. No, no, no. I've always been against it. Never. The only thing you could say is remotely similar is when I talked to Sam Sr., but that was Jaguar's husband, and she had been talking about him previously. So that was a whole different scenario. Like, but you can't say, and he came on my panel. I didn't call him or anything like that. He popped up. So yeah, that situation was totally different, but family should be off limits. I don't like that at all. Oh, the corn bomb? Yeah. That gotta stop too. And that's whack too. Like, why would you try to like get somebody channel shut down like that and shit, you know? And I just think like also too, is if you do it to somebody, one day it's going to happen to you. Trust me. People are always thinking of ways to try to take people channel down and stuff like that. It's a lot that people be doing these games that they be playing. Um, I was even aware of something where people were passing around somebody's personal information in the DMs and stuff like that. Now it didn't come to me, so that's why I'm not saying any names or anything like that. Um, but thank you, Alexis. I appreciate that. Yeah, it didn't come to me, but I do know of situations where people have been passing information around in the DMs and shit like that. And I'm all like, yeah, that ain't cool. Even if I get something that's a little weird or off, I won't reply to it. Like I might open it and be like, whoa, whoa. I won't even say like, don't send it to me, don't do this. If I open up your message and I don't reply back, that means that I didn't appreciate that shit. Don't send me that shit. Simple as that. Yeah, the false flagging and striking. Yeah. And I was hella mad when they got me. They Well, not a false flag, but I got a community guideline strike. I had did a video where I was going in on Dookie Way, right? And I said, and I shared the video on my backup channel. I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna slay this ugly dragon," and they got me because I called him ugly, and they said that was bullying. I was like, "What?" But I didn't lie about the ugly. Now, if I was lying, that'd be one thing, but I wasn't lying. Every time it happens, it should be investigated. And yeah, I think so too. Yeah, Jelly, you're right about that. That's another thing about YouTube. YouTube is the only platform where you can get away with all this bullshit. TikTok, they take you in a minute. Not take your TikTok necessarily, but whatever your post was, they'll take that automatically. Facebook owns Instagram, Meta. They take your shit. YouTube is the only one where you can literally get away with bullshit. And literally, you can try to flag it, appeal it, and nothing happens. Like your video has to be flagged like over 100 times or something crazy in order for them to care. Other than that, they don't give a damn. They literally do not care. I bet we're fucks all the time trying to send. Oh, there's all that go in my spam. It goes in the spam. Yeah, if I don't follow you or anything like that, all your stuff go in the spam. So, yeah, I don't get that anymore. Thank God Facebook has, or I should say, Instagram got some kind of parameters around all that stuff. Yeah, so I don't have to worry about that. Um, I think it's automated. Yeah, and hell, maybe YouTube should have something like that until because I don't understand how you can literally get away with doing doxing people. I had to prove that my phone number was my phone number in order for them to take down the video. Why didn't they take down the video and then give me a few days to then do like an appeal and shit like that? Sadly for DW, he'll never. Wait, who's DW? Be able to successfully pivot away from YouTube. Who's DW? DW. Oh, Dookie Way. Ding, 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 ding. I was like, who's DW? Dookie Way. Okay, good. That was a good one. I like that. DW. Okay. Um, Yeah, and you know what? Like I said, I think he's good at getting him a crowd and getting him loyal people that rock with him and stuff like that. I'm never gonna be no hater. I can say positive things, but instead of using his energy for good, he uses his energy to tear people down. That's what I don't like when you don't have to. Why go after stuff? Like I can see you making commentary on certain channels. We all do. We all talk shit about each other. You can't be mad at that. But literally trying to tear people down for no reason and feeling like I'm the big bad wolf and I can do this and stupid. And him and Jaguar are now teaming up or something like that. Shout out to Night and Day because I heard the phone call on Night and Day, but I really didn't understand it. Like so. Dookie Way and Jaguar are teaming up to take down all the Jaguar creators or something like that or some shit. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got my first interview lined up. Hold on. Welcome to the day, Tiffany!
Yay, I'm here. I'm sorry, I'm late. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Well, let me just tell the people like one of the reasons why I wanted you here. Because before I was the YouTuber, you were around and I remember watching you and I'm like, yo, this girl is so funny. And like, there's not too many like black wrestling fans as far as like adults. I mean, there's obviously are, but it's all like, where do you find them,
Well, damn. Like,
But it's like, where do you find them? And I found Wrestle Shade, and then like the algorithm was algorithming, and then
Yeah,
I found you.
yeah, yeah. I didn't come across Russell Shade until he commented on one of my videos, and that's how I found him. But
Mm.
AT2 reached out to me. I ended up seeing his story. Somebody sent me his story. Super Somebody sent me his story about me meeting Rhonda because I had met her and I had posted everything about it, and he had put it on his story, and I was like, oh, this is awesome, I love this. And then I got to do your podcast because you was podcasting at the time, and I
Mhm.
think that was the first time I was on anybody's podcast. You was my first one.
Oh wow!
It was my first podcast that I ever did, and I was like, oh, this is fun. And then I got contacted from Marks with Mikes to do theirs. They were the first wrestling podcast, but first podcast ever, it was yours.
Thank you. And you know what? I remember one of the funnest shows that I did on YouTube actually was when we did our SummerSlam review, and that went like 3 hours.
No, dead ass. Like,
It was almost like 4 hours. Like we went for hella long.
yeah. Did you know how it is? I can talk about wrestling all day, babe.
Right,
I
right.
will talk your ear off, honey.
Yeah, but it like that's why I was like, yeah, I want someone to interview me that's been, with me for a long time since 2000 and like 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, 2018. So yeah. But Tiff, let you take it away, and go ahead and ask me questions.
Okay, so I know why you started the YouTube channel because I helped you. I told you to do it. I encouraged you to do it. But I want everybody else to know why you started it because this where AT2 was born with all the mess and all the extraness and just being his own messy self, honey. AT2 is messy, child. He is messy. Okay. I was watching some of his older videos and I was like, woo, baby. Woo.
Well,
Ooh.
I feel like it's multiple reasons, but one of the reasons why is because I felt like I needed to be seen by a broader audience. And for me, I felt like the platforms I was using, like the Snapchat and like, my podcast and stuff like that, I feel like only a certain people got to see me, but that's only if you like knew me and from me sharing it on my Facebook and stuff like that. But I wanted to reach a larger audience, and like I was all like, okay, YouTube is gonna be one of those ways where I can like reach people, and I just felt like I'm more visual, so you need to be able to see me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how okay, cuz see, this is where I have my issue is I don't like being on camera as much as most people do. I do not enjoy being on camera. I get very frazzled when I'm on camera. I already talk a lot enough. So being on camera, it makes me nervous. So I tend to be extremely long-winded other than what I already am. So my next question would be is like how do you it's a two part. So how do you prepare yourself to be on camera? Number 1. And then number 2, make sure that you have your ducks in a row. You know what you're talking about. Like I'm imagining you have like a list, just a guide of what you want to talk about. You know what I mean? So how do you
Right.
go from like, okay, I'm sitting on camera, I have to talk on camera, cool, and then you stick to your list? Because when I'm on live, that don't happen. No.
Right. Well, a few things. If I have to give like factual information, like on May 31st, 2024, blah, 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 went to jail, then I will write that down and take specific notes. But if it's something like, For example, with the Diddy stuff, that's hot right now, right?
Right.
With the Diddy stuff, like it's a news story like every 5 minutes. So I'm gonna focus on a certain one. I'm gonna read up on it, kind of, think about it in my head, what I want to say, what angle I can bring to it. And for the
Mhm.
most part, I'm just talking off the dome.
Cause see, I mean that part I can do. Cause I mean
Yeah, you're good at it.
my brain works a mile a minute, and then I'll remember. I'm like, Tiffany, you talking to other people and they don't always understand you, so you have to kind of reel it reel it back in.
Right.
But that's usually how I rate, and I find that if I don't have notes or anything, it just comes out a little bit better for me specifically. But I used to watch AT2 all the time, but sometimes, like I said, he messy. So I be having to take a break so I can clear out my brain a little bit. So because you'll get sucked down that rabbit hole, and AT2, you will cover a lot. You cover a lot. So,
Yeah.
like, how do you decide what to cover? How do you decide what's important? Because you have a very diverse audience, right?
Hmm.
And everybody watches you for different reasons. Some people watch you for the YouTube drama. Others watch you for the Jaguar Wright drama. And then some people watch you for just the celebrity drama, period. So, I mean, we on YouTube, we have to look at our algorithm. We have to look at the numbers, what works for
Right.
us, what doesn't work. And you still cover everything. You still try to touch every aspect of the entertainment world, if that makes sense.
Right.
So like how do you pick? How do you pick what needs to be covered and what doesn't?
Oh, that's a good question. For me personally, when it comes to a lot of the stuff with like, say for example, if it's like YouTube drama or something like that, if it's something like petty and stupid and I just want to make fun of it, I'll go on my backup channel and do that. And then if it's like a celebrity topic, I have to feel passionate about it. Like I won't just cover anything. Like for example, the Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. I can give a damn about that shit. So I
Okay.
didn't cover it. I honestly think they do have a fake relationship, and I feel like they probably will get divorced soon. I mean, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
don't
I don't
think he
care
really
enough to
like her.
cover.
I don't think he really like her like that.
Yeah, yeah, he don't look like he really liked her, right?
I don't think he like her.
Yeah, but I'm not like passionate about that, so I'll go like, oh, okay. And I know for me, I hate to say this, but I gotta be honest. I feel like with being a black content creator, we have to kind of stay in the urban field because when we go out, for whatever reason, it don't get no traction like that. But if it's
True.
somebody within, the urban world, then it will get traction.
That's true.
And I'm not saying that I don't, because there was a video that I did on TikTok about Ron Jeremy, and it's close to 1 million views on that video. So, I can do, I do diverse things, but I noticed kind of like the urban field, they put us in there, and then we can't like branch out.
On YouTube specifically, yes. That
Yeah,
that is
YouTube,
true.
yeah. Yeah. The
TikTok's
other platforms you
algorithm,
can, but YouTube,
yeah.
no.
TikTok's algorithm is a little bit different, which is another thing. Like on TikTok, you are one of many, like if you want to call it that, like T channels, right? You're one of many T spaces. So like
Mhm.
you got to be able to set yourself apart, and there's so many that do it. Like I used to come across AT2's TikTok stuff all the time on my algorithm, especially on TikTok. Like his stuff will come up before anybody's. But then once they switched, the For You page got split to where you can switch it to who you're following and then who you can
Right.
see on your For You. A lot of the times the people I follow don't pop up on my For You page. I only can see them if I legitimately go and look at the people I follow. And even then, he's like, because his content is consistent, but it's not like I've got people on my timeline who are posting videos and they're posting 6 and 7 videos a day. on a, it's like, and it's like there's so many of them. The timeline is stuffing all this stuff in there, and you're like, okay, I'm not gonna sit here and scroll for no 2 hours looking for no videos. Okay, I'm
Right,
not
I
doing
can't
that.
do that.
So I don't see it. I don't see his stuff, and because TikTok is one, if you don't interact, you won't see it.
Right. And
So
a lot of people don't realize with this algorithm game, like every different platform has a different algorithm.
right, because I noticed that on TikTok with the wrestling stuff, because it's such a niche topic, and in terms of entertainment, it moves really fast. So
Hmm.
I'll post videos today, and within like 2 or 3 hours, I'm up to 1,000 to 2,000 views. By the end of the night, depending on who's in the video, it can be upwards of like 10,000. But it's moving in my community in terms of who's seeing it, right?
Right.
I'll post it on Instagram, and it's like I get the same 3,000 people that'll watch it. I might get 1,000 views on it. I might get 20,000. I don't really care, but I do watch because I'm looking at how each algorithm puts me out there. And my videos move the quickest on TikTok and on um Twitter, formerly
Hmm.
known as Twitter. I usually
Do you
it
make money
moves.
on TikTok?
Do I know I can? I can because I'm at 6,000 followers now on TikTok.
Oh,
So
okay.
you have, if you aren't, if you, so here's the T
You
with
got to be at
TikTok.
10K.
You gotta, if you want to be in the creator program, you got to have more than 10,000 views in one day for your video. And you got to have at least 10,000 followers in
Hmm.
order for, no, you got to have it. At first it was 5 and then they moved it to 10 in order for you to get in the creator program. But for me, I'm now, because I'm at 5,000, I can now showcase products on my TikTok. So I only showcase shit I
Oh,
bought. Stuff that I paid money for is what's up in my TikTok showcase right now.
yeah. I still haven't used that yet.
So I was like, I don't mind, telling people like, yeah, I bought this and it's pretty decent. If it's in my shop, I bought it and it's
Right.
pretty decent.
You ain't just trying to sell people on shit.
No, because I don't want no cheap ass shit. I don't I don't want nothing cheap and then it's gonna break in 5 minutes. And I know how that works. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not with that. So I was like, if I'm gonna sell it, then it's gotta be worth giving.
Right.
Um
But
now
I have a question too. Why aren't people so open about sharing the game and how to like do things and make money?
because they don't want you to succeed over them.
Mm.
They don't want you to succeed over them. But like this is the conversation that I had with Trady in the Midwest Melanin Mafia, and rest in peace to him because he passed away last month. And
Mm.
um and he was always very supportive of me and everybody that was in the crew when it came to the podcast game and just my page in general. Like he was very, very supportive and he was like a big brother to me. But there was a
Yeah.
conversation that we had once, and he was just like, why do you think, you haven't gotten to the pinnacle of what other people who do similar content to what you do? Like there are people who already done hit 10,000. They've already done all of this. And
Right.
I'm like, one, the way that I do it, I curse a lot. So that
Yeah.
bars
It's
that
not palatable for all audiences.
at least not on Instagram anymore. At first, it was easier because the algorithm was more structured towards just pushing out the content.
Right.
Now, because they're policing the content as well as pushing it out, it really depends on the content. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
especially when people are very petty and spiteful, they can, um, for me specifically, what stopped or stunted me on Instagram was the fact that AEW had hit me with that intellectual property strike. That was
Oh
that was
yeah, they
when
didn't like you playing they stuff.
nah, and it wasn't even that. Like, I did them the same way I do WWE, filmed it the same way, wasn't taking nothing away from it. I never was like claiming that this was like all my content or nothing like that. I was simply doing commentary the way I always do. And they hit me with the strike. That pushed me down in the algorithm. Instagram stopped sending my videos out. So I was stuck. I think it was, maybe it was like 4,400 I was stuck at for like 2, 3 years almost.
Mm,
Stuck. And I was putting out videos consistently. I was moving.
right.
I was doing
Every Monday, Friday, Tuesday.
Tuesday and on Saturday or Sunday if they had like PLEs during then. I was still doing it every week and it still was not moving. And I
Right.
was just like, okay, you know, it is what it is. This gonna be my little corner of the internet. I had just resolved myself to it being the end of it. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
a little, I don't know, Nia Jax had came back and she was in Battle Royal and I did a video, and for whatever reason, the algorithm picked it up and I started to gain more followers. My follower count went up. And I realized that not only had that video been shared in Instagram, it was on Facebook and it was on Twitter. So I was
Yeah.
gaining people from all three platforms. And I told Trady then, I was like, I'm like, consistency is what works on social media. And I knew that very early on from the OG days of
Mhm.
YouTube. It's consistency. If you're putting out videos, at least one video a week, especially on a platform like YouTube, the algorithm will have no choice but to pick it up because
Right.
of how all frequent you're putting out content that people want to see. As long as it got the right tags and it's got the right title, it looks good
Mhm.
enough, people are going to look at it. They're going to want to see it. Then all you have to do is figure out how long your videos need to be, because people's attention spans are so short
Or yeah.
because of short form content. Sometimes it can make it difficult for you as a YouTuber, especially us, because we do live content. We
Right. It's
don't,
a whole different ball game.
right. So we don't do short form. So we have to worry about, not only do we have to worry about the numbers after the video goes up on YouTube, but we have to be concerned about the numbers while it's rolling on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
while we're live, we're looking at, you and I can see, okay, it's such modern people in here. When the people start dropping, you got to pivot because you obviously are not holding their attention. You either are going off
Mhm.
on that tangent and they don't want to hear it, so they leave, and you have to double back to what you need to talk about. I
Right.
don't mind giving you the keys to the kingdom, because if you can eat at the table, then I can eat at the table. It's the table big enough for all of us.
Right. And I feel like a lot of people, they're shit. I feel like a lot of people are trying to figure it out themselves too, where they don't have all the answers because you'll get in a rhythm, you be like, oh, I'm killing it. And then all of a sudden they make sure they switch that algorithm up. And then you gotta be like, oh shit, what am I doing wrong now? You gotta find out what works, what's the new formula and stuff like that. Of course, they don't tell you
No, they're
like
not gonna
what it
tell
is
you.
because they ain't trying to pay you out. But I will say on Facebook, it's easier to have a viral post than it is on like YouTube and Instagram. TikTok and Facebook are the easiest ones.
They are the easiest ones.
Yeah, I used to think people were lying when they said that, but those two are the easiest ones.
And you know why? Facebook has over 1 billion users. And that
Mm-hmm.
content moves really fast on Facebook, especially if it's video format. Video format moves faster on Facebook than any other format. So if you're just typing out posts, it's not going to move like other posts would, or other forms of media. So like,
Right.
the way I see it is you gotta play to your strengths while still satisfying the algorithm. And that could be a difficult task. But I'm like, either way, I'm hard headed as hell. I'm gonna still do what I want to do. I don't
Right.
I don't care what the algorithm says. The people that want to see me will see me. And what I told Trady then was, my hard headedness is a superpower. because I'm tenacious. I will do what I feel like is best until it works. So I know for a fact that my content is necessary because of the response that I get from posting that content, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. And a lot of times I can get a lot of negative responses and I can get a lot of positive responses. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
always agree with everybody, but
And I love
it's
how you
like
do video responses on yours. I
I have to.
honestly, I just like it. They be like, "You ugly as shit." I'll be like, "Thank you." I
Right.
just keep it
And you
going.
know
Like
what?
I don't. Okay.
You know what's funny is like they never expect the video responses. That be the thing. And it don't be to the people because like I have my shit filtered on Instagram and on TikTok and I have it filtered on YouTube. So I don't see a lot of the racist comments. I don't see
Mm,
any of the fat shaming comments. I don't see any of that cuz that would make me lose my mind. I would literally be going off on everybody cuz I just can't my
right.
after a
How
while it
so?
gets
How do
to me.
you deal with the negative comments, or you just because for me, I always just like it and I just laugh at it. There's only a few times where I'll be like, okay, I'm a clap back at your ass, but other than that, I just kind of be like, oh, all right, whatever.
Because the way I deal with it, or the way I used to deal with it, was to I had to defend myself. It was a consistent battle. And after
Hmm.
a while, and again, not to keep talking about Trady, but he was one of the ones who was just like, Tiff, you can't keep going back and forth with them. They don't deserve your time. And I was like, he's right. I'm very close to my parents, and I would tell them, and it was like, Timmy, man, it was like, man, F them people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like your family and friends, they don't understand it. Like they literally be like, okay, like
Let it go.
just
Like it's the
ignore it. But it's
internet.
like, no, this motherfucker said
Yeah,
that.
you be ready to fight.
They don't get
Ready to
it.
fight. Especially when it's like it's real personal stuff. Like there have been instances where I have gotten full on DMs where people are writing like whole paragraphs and dissertations in my DMs about wrestling. It be 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Ma'am,
It's all
man,
like, what the fuck are you doing right now? Writing me off? Yeah.
it's 6 o'clock in the damn morning. Okay, I don't want to talk to you about this. I barely want to be sitting up looking at my phone right now. The only reason why I'm looking at it is because you niggas will not stop sending me messages and just pinging and pinging and pinging. Go to bed.
Oh, right. That's how I am too. Like I mean, like, don't write me no bullshit. Like I don't care to read it. I don't care to listen to it. And especially if it's like some kind of odd hour or something like that, some early in the morning or whatever. And I know we're on different time zones and shit like that, but don't send me no bullshit, you know. And especially if I didn't directly say something disrespectful to you, then don't send
Right.
me no bullshit.
And I usually like back in the day, like when I first got on Instagram. Oh, I was it was you go back to them older videos, you're gonna have to scroll a bit to see it. But babes, Tiffany was going off. I'll be going off. I was like,
Yeah,
ooh,
you
I
got a
can't
mouth
say.
on you too.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, I can't say that no more. I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to reel that in. That get you canceled. That get you canceled right there. Don't say that. But it's like being
Yeah,
on social media. I like
it's
to.
it's a growing and it's a learning, you know, a learning curve because like a lot of the stuff that I used to do, I realized, yeah, that's not cool. Don't do that. It's all about changing and progressing, and like I said, you can't stay the same. You gotta change. You always got have to evolve. You know.
Yes. That's why I ended up going to YouTube in the first place. A lot of people made suggestions for me to go to YouTube. And at first I was like, you know what? I kind of like doing Instagram. It's short and sweet and simple. I don't have to do a lot of work for it. But then I went over to YouTube, I started it, and I just felt it was a little bit more free on YouTube, because I wasn't
Hmm.
making any money. Um, and I wasn't trying to make no money off the videos or nothing. So I was like, okay, I can kind of cuss and do whatever I want to do over here.
Right.
I'm not being policed by Instagram, because Instagram, you go live on Instagram, if you curse or cuss in the comments,
Or
oh,
music or something like
yeah,
that
they kicking you
too.
out. They kicking you out. Now over here on YouTube, you can't play music. Especially
Right.
not music, copyrighted music. It's
Yeah,
gonna
Beyonce or Jay-Z, you can't play their stuff. They'll
no,
kick you
but you
out
can.
immediately.
YouTube is real good about giving you lo-fi music that you can play. There's a bunch of lo-fi artists that allow their music to be free on YouTube. You can put that stuff in there. But to go back to the question about like why don't people give you the keys to the kingdom, is it like I said, it's very simple. They don't want you to surpass them. Me
Mhm.
personally, you and I are different people, so I know what I do you can't do, and I know what you do I can't do. I'm never going to be able to run my channel the way you run yours.
Right.
You can mimic it, I can try, and I could, have my stuff set up. I can make it look as pretty as possible, but I will never be AT2 and you will never be me. So that's the difference.
Right.
So I don't have no issue. That's why when you first started, I was like, as long as you don't get caught up in no shit, you should be fine. And then I was
Well,
like,
I didn't stick to that.
I
So
said, okay, I'm going over here and I'm looking at the YouTube channel and I'm just like, what is happening with my boy? Who is messing with you? What is this? Do we need to fight? What is going on? I was sending him messages like, are you okay? Because I feel like something is wrong with you. Like, what is going on?
But I've always been able to maintain, though. I've always been able to stand up for myself and defend myself. I never said like, "Oh, I need to tag you in to help me." Like I've always been like, "No, I got it. It's fine." And like
Yeah,
I said, I signed up for it. So at the end of the day, this is a part of the game, and this is a part of what I had to do to. Um, Learn. Like I am happy for all my successes, my failures, all the fights and everything. I'm blessed for because it made me stronger at the end of the day.
I'm very happy for you. I feel like when I first started seeing your YouTube channel, you had a vision of where you wanted to go. And when things started to shift on the YouTube streets and you was like, I need to pivot somewhere else, you pivoted and you made it your own. And that's what made it great. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes your channel can continue to grow now, because now you understand that when you need to shift, it's a slight shift. It's not nothing heavy where you
Right.
completely change your content. It's just a shift in how maybe it's delivered. Then you separated church and state, which I was so glad you did that, because I was like, oh Jesus, if I see Jaguar face one more time on this channel, if I see that lady face one more blessed time, she be
Wait, but she said she freed the girls off of Epstein Island though.
child boom. Okay. Whatever makes her happy is fine by me. I don't want that lady coming after me because I ain't got nothing to do with none of this. Okay, none of it. I'm just
Right,
saying,
right, right. You do not want her. Yeah, she ain't said
whatever
nothing about me in a minute. So yeah, I'm good.
whatever makes you happy, baby, whatever keeps you sane, that's what you need to do. Okay, I'm just
Right. But
happy you was
anyway,
able
Tim,
to.
any last words?
For those of you in the comments, because I did see some of y'all comments, there was a lady who was asking about how to monetize her videos and learn about Google AdSense. The simplest way is you would need to literally go to Google and read it. Okay. And it's going to be boring. It's going to be boring. It's
Yeah.
going to be long. It's going to be tedious, but you have to go to Google AdSense and read it for yourself. If you can't do it yourself, then you need to find someone who can walk you through what it's saying, because it can be a little bit confusing. If you start a YouTube channel and you find that your content is a little bit boring or it's not what people want to see, first you need to, before you even get into starting videos or anything like that, you need to assess the type of content you're going to produce. Do you have the time to produce it? And how you're
Right.
going to produce it. Um, you can have minimal tools to do that. You don't need a lot to put up YouTube videos. Editing now is so easy. It can all be done from your phone.
Oh
So
yeah, I do all mine on my phone.
so if you don't have like a high powered camera, you do not need all of that. All you need is your phone. You might need maybe a little green screen background for your chair, but you can get that cheap off
Right. A few
Amazon.
apps.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
get
but
that
I was even
cheap.
gonna say, technically, they don't have to read. If they go to their YouTube studio and go to the money sign that says earn, it'll let you know if you meet the requirements or not.
No, not that. Like literal Google AdSense. Because once you sign up for the requirements of the eligibility,
Oh, and do the
you have
Google.
to have a
Okay,
Google
yeah, yeah, yeah,
AdSense
yeah.
account.
That part. Yeah,
And that could be a little confusing, especially when it's gonna ask you for your Google AdSense account, it's gonna ask you for your tax information. It's gonna ask you for
yeah.
all of that. And if you don't put that in there, then you won't get paid. Your payouts don't start until you make $100. It has to be
Mm-hmm.
$100 or more in order for you to get payouts. Even if you have members, you more than likely will not get a payout. Okay. So you're going to have to wait until that money accumulates and it builds up, and then they will send the money out. If you have more than $100 in that account, it'll send everything that's in there for that month. It's done on a monthly basis.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to start a YouTube channel, start it. But I would highly recommend that you first do some research. Look up the trends, look up what's popping. Don't go into beauty because it's a mess. Beauty is not the niche. I don't care what anybody tells you. Right now, beauty is messy. If can you do it? Yes. Yes, you can. Should you do it? No.
Mm.
No, you shouldn't. Can you incorporate beauty into other niches? Yes. Like if you like wrestling and you want to talk about wrestling and you enjoy makeup, you can do a wrestling and makeup channel where you might
Mm.
copy other wrestlers' makeup looks and then you talk about wrestling. You can combine the two, like the girls who are doing the true crime. A lot of them do makeup in true crime. That all started with Bailey Sarian.
Yeah, there's actually somebody I know who does makeup in true crime.
So you can combine your efforts, and cooking is a big trend you can do right now. If you know how to cook, you can do that. But I would say do extensive research first. Get your phone, start recording, edit your videos, figure out your editing style, what you like. A lot of editing apps have it so you can just put the video in there and they will cut out everything for you. You don't
Yeah.
have to do a lot of work. And then you can put in the pictures you want and do whatever you want to do and post your videos. In order for you to succeed, I told AT2 this, I'm going to say the same thing. Consistency is where you will succeed. Consistent videos, even if it's just one video a week, you need to make sure you do that every single week
Right.
and keep up with it. And
Right.
then once
And
you
don't
build your
let any.
audience, no, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Once you build your core audience, then you can kind of decide what you want, what they want from you, and then work within that. As that goes, you'll continue to keep moving and pushing. Now, this lady right here, this messenger for the spiritual army angels, I don't know what's going on with her in the comments, but I'm gonna go because she says she bored. So I'm gonna get my black ass up out of here so I don't bore her no more.
That's Miss Bar. Yeah, watch the end of the show yesterday, and you'll see.
I'm gonna get my ass up out of here so I don't bore her no more. Okay. Bye, Miss Bar. Bye, Miss Messenger for the spiritual army angels. You can have AT2 back because I feel like I was stealing your man from you. And trust me, he is not my man. I don't want him like that. He's a friend. I got mine. So I'm gonna let you have yours. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get my ass up out of here. Y'all have a
Thank
good
you, Tim,
day.
for.
Bye, babe.
Thank you, Tim. I appreciate you. Shout out to Tim. Thank you so much. Let me let Patrice on here. Patrice, are you still there?
I am.
Hey,
Happy
Patrice, how you doing?
anniversary. I'm good. Happy anniversary to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Look at you. I'm so proud of you. Let me tell you my memory of when I first discovered your channel, and I'm gonna see if you remember. I'm gonna take you back because it literally was like 4 years ago. I think you had only been on your channel for like maybe a few months or something. But
Mm.
I stumbled across your YouTube channel, and you were out at some family function. I don't know if it was a wedding reception or something, and you had a suit on. Um, and you went live, and you and I was talking. Do you remember that?
Oh my God, when was?
You told me.
Oh, I do remember. Yeah. That was, yeah, like one of my first few videos.
Yes, and you, and then I went live one time, and I popped up on your thing, and I was at I'm see if you remember this one. I was at a all white party for Teddy Riley. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
And I
Oh
popped up
my
on your live, and
God.
I showed you, a little bit of the what was going on in the background and everything. And you was like, "Where you at?" And I was like, "I'm at Teddy Riley's all white party," and stuff. That's the memory that sticks in my head with you, AT2. So I've
Oh my
seen you
God.
come. I know, right? I've seen you come a long way, and I'm so proud of you. I've seen you go through the good, the bad, the ugly, and the indifferent, and you have came through it all. So I wanted to personally come up here and tell you congratulations. Keep up the good work. I always knew you had it, and you got the potential to really grow and be just as big as some of your competition out here that's doing a lot of the as far as like the celebrity stuff, because when you do that, you're really good at it. So you can
Thank
be
you.
just as good as the others as well. But I just wanted to share that memory with you, and to say congratulations. And I'm gonna share another one. You're probably gonna laugh at this one, but I remember telling Jag about you and that you were doing good content in the beginning on her. And I remember when she came up on your page and you did. Wait a minute, wait. You did
That was a classic.
you did this wonderful introduction, and she came in hot. Remember?
Yeah, I was like, welcome, Jaguar, right? And she's like,
She came in, I was like, oh my God, that totally backfired.
right. And
But
I just
anyway,
remember like everybody was like replaying and reclipping that one part,
yes,
and they was doing it
exactly.
over and over and over again, and like I was cracking up.
That
Like
was the
I was
first
like
time.
embarrassed because like that was like my, I don't want to say my first confrontation, but like it was he. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to handle that.
Your face was priceless. I swear to God, it was like if you could have saw the expression on your face, because I know you gave her a warm welcome, and then she came in hot, and you was like, "Whoa!" Like
Yeah.
I was watching it, right. I was watching it on TV, and I'm thinking to myself, that didn't go the way I expected. But then again, we talking about Jag, right?
Right. It never goes according to plan with her.
But that was her first time coming on your panel, and that was your first,
Mhm.
face to face, on the panel, of course, introduction to her, as because you had already been talking about her. But yeah, those are the memories I just wanted to share with you, and just again, congratulations, keep doing what you're doing, keep up the good work. I am officially going back over to the grown and sexy uh, uh, sector that I was in
I'm
over
happy
yonder.
for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going back over there, honey, because this black tea sector then got it then really became the beef sector, and it's too toxic for me. I can't do it, honey.
Right.
I ain't
And
built
you're
like
full of
that.
life and love. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like you don't need that. It,
And
it,
and,
it
and
was it was
AT2
turning you into something that you're not.
and
It's too dark.
AT2, you know the sector I came from, and you know some of the things that I was doing in real
Mhm.
life and on them panels in the community. So and that's what pleased me and made me happy. And I'm thinking about now and I'm like, nah, I gotta fall back from this. I'm just watching too many of our people just be too toxic. It's just too much. I'm realizing there's a lot of hurt people and they're hurting
Right.
other people. You know what I mean? So that
Right.
hurt people stuff, that's real. That's real. But I gotta fall back because my mental and my psyche, I gotta keep my aura straight around me. So I'll be back over there where the grown and sexy folk are. But I'm always gonna drop in on you and holler at you and come up on the panel if you're talking about something that interests me. Because if you're talking about something that's interested to me, I'm gonna give you a holler and I'm gonna come up on the panel if you drop the link. But again,
Yeah.
kudos to you, AT2. Okay,
Thank you. I really
all the
do
best.
appreciate that.
All right, you take care of yourself now.
Nothing but love. Love you, Patrice.
Right back at ya.
Have a
Bye
good
bye.
one. Oh, I love that. Oh, thank you, Patrice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Patrice. Thank you, Tiff. I see Tiff, she said, hey, y'all, welcome. Miss Messenger, that's all right, babe. You got your man back. Oh, my God. You know Miss Barbara don't know how to act. All right, let me get Melanie up here. So, like I said, it was going to be a few interviews tonight, and now I'm having somebody else who's interviewing me. Welcome, Melanie Jones.
What's going on, AC2? How you doing?
Good, good, good. It was important for me to have like someone who's a little bit newer within the last year interview me. So, I kind of wanted different time periods and stuff like that. So that's why I chose you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes. Well, without further ado, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Okay, all right. So you said nothing's off limits, right? I'm trying not to be
Yeah,
too messy.
nothing's off limits.
I'm gonna try to be too messy. What's going on, chat? What's poppin', y'all? Make sure y'all hit that like button. Um, let's see here. I don't know. Okay, I'm a little piece sporadic with my questions now. Okay, so
Okay.
so I'm just rapidly. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a little piece all over the place. Um, have do you watch a lot of the new content creators, like the newer ones? I want to say within the last the ones that came around maybe like within the last 6 months or so.
Yeah, I check in here and there.
You
Hmm.
checking hearing it? Do you have I don't want to say any particular favorites, but do you see a future for some of them,
Do I see a future for some of them?
like longevity?
Uh, mm. Oh, this one kind of stumped me. Oh, oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm about the gateway. I'm to the point. I'm blunt to the point.
Yeah,
I'm to
shit.
the
I'm like, really?
There's no build up for me. Sorry.
Oh shit. Um, because I'm trying to think of like, is there any that I actually like? Um, the only one that I like and like put my stamp of approval on was you. Other than that, I can't think of anyone. Not necessarily like I hate them, but I don't know. Like,
Well, thank you. I appreciate your opinion. Counts to me.
yeah,
I
like
appreciate
yeah,
that though.
you're the only one that I kind of like put my stamp on, but anyone else, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that. Cause I like I said, I came into the YouTube space like a little later after, like when you give the history and stuff like that, I came after those people. So you're like,
Hmm.
I'm not trying to call you old, but like you're an OG to me, like you're OG in the game, cause you know what I mean, you've been
Yeah,
at it for a while. So like and happy anniversary, by the way. I'm sorry, I should have
thank
said that
you.
first. Happy anniversary and many, many more. But but I've told you before, like I see you, you know what I'm saying? I told you where I see you, as far as like your growth and
Yeah,
stuff
you
like
put
that.
me on the Mount Rushmore. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, that's what I'm like you part of my YouTube, my roster. That's what I say, like you're like one of my inspirations, like in the YouTube game. So it's like when I saw like how you flow and how you operate, or all your content is professionally put together well and executed well, and you're charismatic, your personality, and everything like that. I was like, yo, he's funny as hell. Like why people don't like him, but I'm like, I understand,
Yeah.
I get it. I get a little piece of that, but it's fine. Okay. Well, okay. So for the ones that you kind of, I want to ask this then. For the ones that you maybe a little doubtful about, or maybe don't see the longevity just yet, what advice would you give those up and coming content creators to to to
I would,
to, to be able
I
to
would
stay in the game for a
still,
while?
right. I would still give them like the advice of like trying to carve out their own lane. Like, I feel like once you watch one content creator, these newer ones specifically, once you watch one of them, you don't need to watch another one because they all the same.
Gotcha.
Like, I I want to know the individual. Like,
Gotcha.
I want to know like what makes them different from everybody else.
Gotcha.
Because everybody flow is sounding the same and nobody's switching it up.
Gotcha. Okay, I got you. Okay, I'm gonna ask you. Okay, be nice. Be nice. I'm gonna ask you a little piece of honest question.
Okay.
You think I'm a little too aggressive sometimes?
I'm gonna say on my show, no. There was only one time, but that was like when you and Jag got into it or whatever. But
Uh-huh.
I totally got it because she came for you and she said you was a part of the troll farm.
Gotcha.
I think on other people's channel, yeah. But
Okay,
then that's also the culture that they have. Like, they love you going off on Jag and on people and stuff like that.
that's both sometimes.
Yeah. So
That's
like my thing is like I feel like the people who say you're too aggressive, they like it until it's them.
ding, 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 ding. Thank you. Okay, I just wanted to, I just want you to point that out.
Right? Because why did
Thank you for that.
nobody like defend Jag? Like, if anything, I think you went off on her worse than anybody else.
That
Now, am I saying like you should defend her? No, no, that's not what I'm saying. But I
right.
was like, if anything, you went hard on her. Her the hardest out of everybody, right?
I think so. and on
Yeah.
and on multiple platforms.
Right, exactly.
I
Like,
shouldn't
if
drag her up
anything,
and
that
down these
lady
YouTube
should be
streets.
crying. I think everybody else got it easy.
It's
Like,
getting to a point now. She sees me on the panel, she drops down.
right.
Okay, all right.
But again,
Go ahead.
that
I'm
kind of
sorry.
goes back to what I was saying. Like,
Hmm.
they're harboring that kind of culture where, okay, you just click on my panel and you just start yelling and screaming. Like, if you if that's what your platform is, then you can't tell me that I'm too aggressive or I'm going too far. Like, is isn't that what your platform is about? Everybody fighting?
Right, right. And I would, what I'm saying, like I guess it's all good when it brings the clicks and the views. Again, like you said, until they're on the receiving end of that.
Hmm.
But it is what it is. Um, I have another. Okay, my next question for you, as far as like now you like when you okay, you just mentioned like once you watch one content creator, you know what I mean, you don't really, sometimes you don't have to watch all of them because it's like, you know what I mean, basically like the same content. But
Hmm.
I do enjoy watching different content creators, even though like so let's say like the Diddy, subject or whatever like that. It's like that was the same topic, but I enjoy different content creators for different
Yeah,
reasons.
opinions. Yeah.
Right, right. So how do you make yourself different from other content creators? You know what I mean? Like how do you, like I mean,
Ooh.
do you practice a little bit in the mirror? I mean, what I'm saying. I know you like you said you freestyle a little bit, but you know what I mean. Like, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, do you like okay? I'm gonna hit him with I'm gonna hit him with this point, or you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's your what I'm saying? Like, what's your different thing? Like, okay, I'm gonna be like this is AT2 style. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. I think for me, a big important part is like if I can bring something different to the table, and if I'm and well, one if I can bring something different, like a different perspective or something like that, then that's when I feel like okay, well, yeah, I can go live and speak on this. Or if I don't really have anything to add, or I just want to feel like I want to talk about it but don't want it on my channel, what I will do is try to click somebody else's link and give my opinion about something that I probably won't cover on my channel, but I'm
Right.
interested in talking about it, just not
Gotcha.
enough on my channel.
Gotcha. Okay, got you. And now, okay. Now I have to ask you. I have to ask you this. Okay, what's the
Oh
deal
shit.
with you? No, no, it's okay. Question. Now, what's the deal with you with this? So you can't go past an hour. Why you get the ADHD with like long lives? Huh? What's the deal with that? Like you get itchy and
Well,
flary and you start wigging out after like 55 minutes.
right. It's not necessarily I can't do a longer show. I feel like for me, once I say everything I have to say, like I'll be done. Like I'm not going to try to stretch it out 2, 3, 4 hours and stuff like that. Like I'm
Right,
done. And
right,
for me personally, it's not that I don't like doing the panels, even though I have anxiety, but it's just that sometimes people can try to turn the show a different route and go a different way, and it's all like no, 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 you're like you're kind of it, sometimes people got good input and they can just give you their opinion, and then boom, that's it. And then
right.
some people are trying to make a moment, and then like there's times where it's all like okay, I'll let it go on and we can have a discussion, be play back and forth. But like, there's a certain point where it's all like, I wouldn't come to your show and fuck up your shit, so don't do that to me. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right.
Like
Okay.
last night, yeah, like Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara be coming in just fucking up the mood sometimes. But I like Miss Barbara. But like there's sometimes I'll be like, all right, it's a little bit too much. And
Shaggy. Oh,
like Miss Barbara's in the back right now, but I wanted to let you up.
oh,
But the thing
what?
was is like with Tiff, like Tiff, like she did it in a classy way. She was like, "Oh, I'm too boring for you. I'm gonna go ahead and get down, blah blah blah," and she made a joke out of it.
Right.
But if that was old school Tiff, she would have cussed Miss Barbara the fuck out. You know?
Oh Lord. Well, yeah, you already know I had my moment with Miss Barbara. She,
Oh, yeah. You was
yeah, I
like
think,
Miss Barbara. We even had a moment where we were talking about the schools and the weed and everything like that, and
right.
she totally forgot. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
it
that.
went off on me like she didn't even know me. I was like, all right, okay, well, all right then. But shout out to Miss Barbara, but yeah, I'm every on up and she get me together. But
Right.
but let me see what else I wanted to okay. Would you consider, even though I know you, seem like I don't know if you, I mean, you do, I do see you collab with some content creators. Would you consider collabing with Night and Day?
Oh,
To
definitely.
do something to do, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I can
definitely.
see you, I can see like some type of animation or something like that, or you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm just throwing that out
Yeah,
there.
I love Night and Day. When I say, is there any content creator I feel like who's doing it right? I definitely Night and Day would be on there.
Hmm.
They platform was taken from them, and they basically started over again. And look at them now.
Yeah. Crazy, yeah. That's another reason why they're on my YouTube Mount Rushmore because I see their grind and their hard work, and they taught me like how to like continuously put out content on different platforms and stay consistent and like just make sure like you're in the algorithm. You know what I mean? Make sure you stay relevant and stuff like that. So I that's why I said I learned different things from different methods from both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I
Hmm.
respect y'all like that, and that's why I hold y'all in high regard. That's why I'm very sensitive and I seem overprotective, and I feel like I go crazy every time somebody mentions your name. But and I'm not 82's God Dork. Thank you very much. Can you mention that every now and again on your show? That's another question. Just a sidebar. Can you just throw that in there at the end of maybe a show or two? I'm not your guard dog. Okay, thank you. I
Right, right.
appreciate
You
it.
are not my guard dog. No.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, Let me see what else I wanted to ask you. I mean, I'm kind of like a straight shot. I mean, I kind of feel like I don't know because I don't really know a lot. about like the history, you know what I mean, like and things like. Oh, okay, maybe one question. All right, I don't want to dredge up any bad memories. I'm not going to mention the situation, but when that situation that you mentioned, like, when they were trying to get you up out of here with that whole thing, like, did that
Hmm.
like, how did that affect you? Like, were you on something like, I'm quitting YouTube, f everybody, don't talk to me,
Ooh.
I'm done?
Um. Yeah. What's so crazy about that whole situation? It happened so fast. It literally had. So, for those of you who don't know, that day I was supposed to be doing an interview with Sherelle's World, right? And we already had it planned. Then there was Sweet Diaper Booty who went live and then dropped this information. Then I'm getting calls from everybody. Mind
Right,
you, Sherelle is a big content creator. She could have definitely said, like, oh no, we don't want no parts or anything like that. And
right,
so what we came up with, she was like, no, we're still gonna do the interview because they're trying to derail it, blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it on members only. No, well, the chat members only. So then that way, if anybody came in there and said anything crazy, we could kind of control it and stuff like that.
right,
And so we did the show, and then people are still doing videos about it. I'm getting dragged and called a whole bunch of names. And there was like a turn at one point that night where, and shout out to Real, keeping it real with Lefty. He was all like, "Nah, I don't think that's true. We can't put a jacket like that on no black man, especially if we have no proof." And at the
right,
time, we didn't even rock with each other. We hated each other, right? And
right,
he was the one who kind of came in there and was all like, "No, that ain't right." And so, the following day, after everything kind of settled, I had to then go live and make a statement on this because I didn't want this to be something that lingered. And I definitely had to answer to it because it was just everybody was doing a video, everybody was talking about it. And like, I feel like I didn't even have a chance to really like digest everything and really process everything. I literally just had to go out and do a video and make a statement. So it wasn't even like I had time to even quit or think about what my next move was. I was like, I have to say something. Um, Someone who I always shout out, but I never talk about what they did for me. Shout out to Cups of Conversation because Cups had, and me and Cups weren't even like close like that. She had reached out to me. It was all like, AT2, I know they're lying on you. I know there's some shit going on behind the scenes, blah, blah, blah. She was all like, send me the information that you have. Boom. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there and I'm going to go out there and defend you. And what she did, and it
right,
wasn't even like, she wasn't my guard dog or attack dog. Like,
right,
she literally was all like, here's the proof. Here's what they, the inconsistencies with the stories because just the stories that like everybody had a different version of the story. Mind you, none of the shit had any basis or any merit of any truth. Like that's the crazy part. And
right,
so then, Cups did that video, and then she even went on Dookie Way's panel and defended me. And like Cups did a lot for me. Also, again, shout out to Sherelle and Perry. I have to give them a shout out too as well. Um, and believe it or not, there's a lot of people who turned their back on me. And, people who said, oh, they had my back, but really didn't.
right,
Yeah, they decided to go on the other side and be cool with them. And then, I mean, I've gotten a few apologies for what happened and stuff like that. But I still look at certain people and be like, you ain't shit, you know?
right. Oh, okay. And
Oh, that was a deep question. Oh,
yeah, I'm sorry. I always kind of wanted to ask you that. So see, now I got the
yeah,
opportunity.
yeah. No, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I didn't, what I'm saying, I didn't want to, just throw it out there, like, so what happened? I didn't want to, and I didn't want to, tarnish your, or put a bad stain in, the new
Right.
subs and stuff like that. You know what I'm
That's
saying? Get that
that's
out
why I
there.
don't rock with Gary Coleman, Project Pat, Wanda
Right,
Holiday Heart, Blessa Blessa. That's why
right.
I don't rock with Sweet Diaper Booty, and that's why I definitely don't fuck with Dookie Way.
Okay, gotcha. Because and
So
that's
if
what I'm.
people want to know why, that's why.
That's why, right? Cause and that's why for me personally, I always, even if I go to like a new content creators channel and I watch, like when I was first starting off, and people would say certain things, I always check out the person for myself and get to know them for myself. I don't just go with the crowd and like to get along gang and stuff like that. So that's why I checked you out, and what I'm saying, I like your personality, like your content. So I was like, I rock with them, this, that, and the third. And if people they would say those nasty things or whatever, I would just leave the chat. I would, what I'm saying, I'm not even going to entertain it and stuff like that.
Right.
And I didn't have to make no big speech, didn't go all flipping. I just exit stage left, exit quietly. You know what I mean? But what I think I had like one last question to ask you. Oh, okay, one last thing, and be nice again. You say a lot. There there are no friends on YouTube, right? You have like people. You have to like be careful. Do you kind of? I mean, why do you
Yeah, I'm more so be careful. Yeah.
more so be careful? Would you consider us friends?
Oh yeah, definitely. And and I want to clarify too because I feel like a lot of time I'll be like, "Oh, these stupid YouTubers, I can't stand them" and stuff like that. For me personally, there's certain people who I'm talking about. And I feel like the people who I'm talking about, they know it's about them. But people who I talk to on a regular basis, like you, Cups, Jelly, like obviously I'm not talking about y'all. Like, there's particular people I'm talking about.
Got you. Okay, well that was all. Yeah, that was all. I think I picked your brain enough.
Yeah, those are some good questions. I like those.
Thank you. I appreciate you. But thank you.
Now, I have a
Mhm.
question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, because I remember we would have conversations and you kind of be all like, oh, okay, and you really didn't like understand a lot of the shit that's going on. Now
Right.
that you've been in the hot seat, do you see all the hypocrisy and shit that I was calling out?
I do. I do. I will.
Thank
I, will-
you.
I will say not, and I will say this. Not to say that I didn't believe you. Not to say that Not to say I was like, oh, ACC, you just saying any old thing. But I really got the revelation of it as I went through it, as I am going through it.
Right.
I'm like, oh, this is what he was talking about. Oh, like I'm getting the realization of that. Oh, this is what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I appreciate you, and you know what I'm saying. And one thing I can say about you as well, you've never tried to, well, I think this way, you have to think like me. You always say you'll find out for yourself. Y'all will figure it out who I'm talking about, this and third. You give us the history, you give us the bullet points, and we fill in the gaps in between. So I appreciate that part. You know what I mean? And that
Right.
aspect with, what I'm saying, but what, the wisdom that you give and the advice that you give, you always say you'll find out. And I really found out. I was like, oh, that's what he's talking about. Okay, gotcha. So,
Right. And
and
like
that's
sometimes you feel like there's something wrong with you, and it's all like, no, no, it's not me, it's y'all. You know?
right. And I'm not to be funny. That's why I moved the way I moved. I was just like, what I'm saying, I gotta, and like, I definitely learned you gotta have like, you gotta let some of this stuff roll off your back. You gotta really be strong to be a content creator. You can't be overly sensitive, or you're not gonna really want to do it.
Wait, hold on. Red Label asks, is that Aaron in a rumper? Is Aaron wearing a rumper? That's a rumper. Is that a rumper? Oh my god, these people are crazy. But yeah, anyway, but you like it's kind of hard because it's all like I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, you need to like the people I like. You should be able to like whoever you want to. But at the end of the day, there are going to be times where like people are going to make you choose.
Right.
Not everybody is all like, oh, you can. Oh, he said it's a two piece. Okay. Not everybody is all like, oh, I can like or rock with everybody. No, no, they're not like that. And even if they do say you can rock with everybody, they don't mean it.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Because they're going to put you in a position where you got to choose.
Right. And
It's sad.
right. And for me, my bottom line to everything is respect. As long as you're respecting that person, and I always say we all don't have to get along, we all don't have to agree. We can agree to disagree, but just do it respectfully. And that's when my I go to level 100, I go to level 1000. When I hear disrespect, when I receive disrespect, and I will, and that's just how I am. Sorry, but it is what it is. And when I feel like people that I care about being disrespected, I go off. But I'll try to curb my enthusiasm a little piece of it, maybe.
Right. My best advice I can give is don't click on people's panel. Go on your own channel and make your own money. Don't click on nobody panel.
I have been doing that. I have been taking that advice lately, and I find that
Hmm.
it's giving me more time to be creative and create content.
Right.
I like that.
And
Hmm.
work on your own stuff, because I feel like when you give out your virtual coochie to everybody, then your virtual coochie ain't gonna be no good. So you got to make sure that you reserve it and give your virtual coochie to the right person.
Man, that's a good analogy works. Thank you for my YouTube big bro. Keep my virtual coochie to myself.
Yeah, keep your virtual coochie. Wait, see, when you think about it like that, you think about, oh, I'm not gonna click on everybody's link because I don't want to give my coochie to everybody, right?
There you go. All right. All right. Okay. Actually, it applies. It works. Actually works. Thank you. I appreciate it. For this man right here.
Yo.
Last question before
Hashtag virtual coochie.
yourself. Last question before I go. Can you please find that puppet? Can we? No, Diddy. Can we do something with that puppet, please?
You know what? Let me contact Smooth, and because she's the one who sent it to me, so I need to see if she still has it so she can send it to me again.
Okay. All right. Because we got to do something with that puppet. No, Diddy.
Right. Oh my God, Mel! Thank you so much for coming up and interviewing me. I loved it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And of course, I always got your back no matter what. You already.
Yes, and are you still doing Mel After Dark?
I am. I am. I'm starting at 1:30.
Okay, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll definitely head over there afterwards.
Okay. Thank you so much, AT2. I appreciate you.
All right, you have a good one. Thank you, Mel. I appreciate that. What's oh yeah, Princess, what's going on in the chat? Because I think Red Label and Aaron got a thing going on. Red Label, do you want to click the link or you want me to just drag you from the chat? Let me know. The link is pinned on top. Um, is there a love connection going on or something like that? What's going on here? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Yo, Red Label just got rid of Sparkle. Oh, shit. Okay, so yeah, I didn't talk about it yet, but I was very shocked when Red Label, because I clicked on Red Label's channel. I didn't go to Project Pat channel. I went to Red Label channel and I seen, Gary Coleman, Wanda on the channel, and I was like, wait, what's going on? So I guess they had a conversation and it was about Val and all this stuff. And I'm all like, Red Label. Here you go, Red Label. Like, Red Label, you do not need to give Project Pat no confirmation or anything like that. You could have wrote her a letter or something like that. Like, why even give that lady no satisfaction? Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say, oh, he shouldn't have or whatnot, but I'm just all like, yo, that lady gonna play YouTube games with you, and now again, maybe now the lady is not going to attack you and stuff like that, but don't forget, like, the shit that lady was saying, like, you got to be careful with that. Like, don't let her use you as a pawn and shit like that. Like, don't let nobody use you like that. You giving out your virtual pussy. You giving out your virtual pussy to everybody, you know? Red label, red label. Like, what is going on? And I'll be honest, I didn't watch the whole thing. Like, it was too much kumbaya. And then Marcella got her ass. Marcella, what's your ass doing? If you don't go smoke you some goddamn Newports, what are you doing? Like, I just didn't get it. AT2, that y'all, this is too much. This chat is too much right now. Oh, we got Red Label. Red Label. Here we go, Red Label. Red Label, you saying you was going to come to Minnesota and pew, pew, pew?
No, AT2 ain't no. Oh my God. What's going on?
Not much. So, Red Label, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good, good. Okay, a serious question. Do you feel like you cleared the air and all that good stuff?
I think a conversation was had. You know, it happened. Which
but there wasn't like any kind of like parameters put in there or any like kind of contractual agreement.
Don't wild out, and I won't. That was about it.
Oh, okay. So there was a deal. Okay, got it. Because I'm all like, I would hate to like, have this little kumbaya moment, get some clarification, and then like the next day you calling me every other nasty name in the book. So that has not happened.
No.
Okay, good. Now, did you feel like compelled to like click the link, or was it just a thing like you just kind of, because you'll go on a rant and be all like, I just want everybody to stop the bullshit, like, were you just tired, like?
Wait, hold he.
Jay said he got on camera.
That's a lie.
Don't make me call Spark on.
Don't do that either.
Yo, what is going on?
Let me get back to the avatar. Let me get my hand to the avatar mode. One thing. Where my mouse at?
This is crazy. Yo. What is going on?
What's it? Not a hairy. Oh my God,
Aaron! Oh, come on now. What is?
And Aaron, if you must know, I only grow hair past my kneecaps. That's about it. But no, she and I had an interesting conversation. It is what it is. I can't. Like I said, I've said this many months ago that like we don't see each other, but as a human being, I see her, and I just felt bad from all the disrespect that I've caused or aimed towards her because it's not my nature, right?
Wait, you felt bad for like the stuff that you were saying to her?
Right, because I mean, it's my. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to judge, but like when you look at our situations, like it just makes when you eye everything up, right?
Mm-hmm.
It makes it look like I'm the bully. I'm the one that's trolling because our lives are not the same. So I just felt bad. So I just stopped trolling her.
So you were helping the needy. I get it. But do you feel that so this wasn't kind of like we're gonna start collabing now and we're gonna team up and go against Val?
No, there was none of that. Yeah, I know everyone was like, "Oh, your new best friend," and that was not it. No, not at all.
Yeah. So you and Val are fine then, right?
I'm fine with everybody.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, no beef, no nothing. Okay,
I
yeah,
don't.
because I just didn't want it to be a thing like it was like a team up, and then now
We're
everybody is
gonna be
getting
sitting
shot.
and kikiing and hanging out in panels and shit. No,
Hmm.
it's none of that. No, no, not at all.
Okay, and mind you, Val got a mouth on her and everything like that. She's a big girl; she can handle it. If Val needs to get dragged, she needs to get dragged. But
Not true,
it's
Jay
all like you
Steinmeier.
ain't got to team up on the lady.
Who teaming up?
No, no, no. That was the perception that I had.
Oh, yeah,
Like
no,
I was just saying, you ain't got to team up on the lady, but
no,
you
no, no, no,
explained it. It's not like that at all.
no, not at all. Mm-mm.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, yeah, and and like I said, I mean, I can't stop you from doing it. Like it is what it is. I mean, it already happened, but I was just kind of like shocked because it's like, now when did this happen? Because I just swore it was like 2 days ago. You was like said something on your community post about her. That's why I was shocked.
So let me be clear.
Let's be clear.
So with my post, I was being tagged in, the drama. And I
Mm.
wanted to clarify some shit. So I'm like, let me be transparent, because here we are. Don't tag me in some shit from 2 years ago. So that was the whole reason behind that particular posting.
Okay. Yeah, wasn't it like supposed like you had did some to hear her or something like that? Or some weird shit?
Well, so how actually our beef actually started was when a I was in Hear Her's chat, and
That girl
that
in New York said hi.
hey that girl, tell Q I said hi. Oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
But no, like our whole situation falling out started when I ended up in Hear Her's chat, right?
Hmm.
So, and at the time, they were, I think they were trolling Val or something to that descent, and they were like, "Well, how can he be in her chat when it's his friend and they're dragging her?" Blah 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 blah. Right, and that's how that all started.
Hmm.
Mind you, these are the same people when their friends are being dragged or in the same chat,
Right.
and they
The
don't say shit.
hypocrisy.
The hypocrisy, yeah. So I just thought that was interesting, and that's how our whole situation started.
Oh, okay. So that's how it started.
Mm.
Has everyone reunited in the basement? Q, you were a part of the basement too, right?
All right, basement. Does it have a
No, no, no.
walkout?
You was in the basement.
Does
If
it
I
have a
was there, you was
walkout?
there too.
Does it have a walkout?
Well, my basement got a garage, so I got a way out.
Is there a
But
pool
yeah, you was
outside
in
the
the basement
walkout?
too. How did it feel being in the basement?
How does what feel being in the basement?
Like, how did it feel at the time? Like when you were forced in the basement crew?
I don't think I was forced. I think I voluntarily went into the
Thank you,
basement.
cuz because this ninja is acting like he was not in the. No, you were.
I
This was making
voluntarily
people who was in
went
the
to the
basement because you ain't
basement.
gonna have me looking stupid on this platform. So it was me, you, Cups. Well, here her was the leader. I was just mad because I wanted to be like at least second in command or something, right?
You the
It
goddamn
was
godfather of YouTube. How you gonna be second?
Jennifer Love Hewitt. Do you still talk to Jennifer Love Hewitt?
I spoke. I not well. I spoke to what Jennifer Lusby was in the comments yesterday. I think that was the first time that we've had a conversation in months, if you want to call it a conversation.
Mm. Okay, because there was a Jennifer Love Hewitt troll account that would like message, like send me super chats and say weird shit, but it
Mm,
wasn't the real Jennifer Love Hewitt. They were trying to. It was like a troll trying to like get me to go out, and it was stupid.
mm-hmm.
So it
Taking
was Jennifer
notes.
Love Hewitt, hear her, Cups, me, you, um, who else was in that basement? It was a lot of us in that basement. It wasn't just us.
There was a basement goddamn party, if you want to be honest.
Yeah, it was a basement party. Cuz, who else was in that goddamn basement? I know it was more than that. Miss ATL, you was here during that time. Who was in the basement? AT2 always want to be in a group that is not a group.
I'm like, how you gonna be second in command when you're supposed to be the godfather of fucking YouTube?
Right. Oh, brown skin lady. Yes, I love brown skin lady. And I actually found her on YouTube not too long ago. It was her birthday the other day. Brown skin lady. A rent party. Oh, So Debonair. How did I forget So Debonair? So Debonair.
Andrea Nelson, as Princess pointed out. Who else was there?
Princess, you was in the basement too, right? Or did you just come and visit the basement? Oh, Andrea! Shout out to Andrea Nelson. Andrea Nelson was in the basement.
The penthouse was already taken. The penthouse was taken.
Oh yeah, Goody had the penthouse. Yeah, Goody was she was like, y'all, we at the penthouse and all that. Yeah, she was in the penthouse, but I think she was the only one in that penthouse. I don't think she had a team. And now she's with the Federal Bureau. But she wasn't in the basement, but she was kind of basement adjacent. Like we would go to her apartment when we got tired of being in the dark in the basement. But yeah, like it was a lot of us down there. Yeah, Princess visited. Yeah, Miss Val, you wasn't over here in the basement. You was on the other side. But we was all in the basement though. I remember that.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. I really did write down a list. I'm not joking. I wrote down everybody's name.
Taking notes and taking names. Taking notes and taking names.
Yeah. So when they ask me like, "Oh, who was in the basement?" I'll pull out my list and tell y'all. But anyway, so what's going on with you and Aaron?
What do you mean?
Aaron, said that you wanted to take off that 2-piece.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Aaron shooting the shot.
They ain't having it, Captain.
Sorry, Aaron. He said no. Yeah. Oh, next. Yeah, all her former mods. Yeah, all them people. Yeah, they all crossed over.
Oh, yeah, because you had, who? You had, Snooki and Benz were there for a hot second.
Oh, yeah, Snooki and Benz. Yeah. Ooh, I forgot about them. You had, now Benz is over in the beef sector. I don't know how Benz went to the beef sector like it was, like, better than over here, but that's here nor there.
You had Regina Snow. Who else was up over there?
Whatever happened to Regina?
She around.
Okay, Regina Snow. Dr. Blue. Oh, Dr. Blue. Oh my God, she was off the hook.
She just made her debut back to YouTube, I think 2 weeks ago. Shout out to Dr. Blue. Who else do we have up over there? Shit. Who else was up in the basement?
Jay said, don't be trying to put the business on Front Street. The penthouse people be at the concierge. Yo.
I'm thinking Hood Life was in the basement.
Oh, Hood Life. Hood Life would be all over the place, depending on what her mood was.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Hood Life was in the basement, but she'd be all over the place. And I'll be like, damn, like you can't choose a side for nothing. Shit. Mika kind of was in the middle because it was at a time they didn't like her, and then like once they was all like, oh, we can use and manipulate you, we like you. So they took her over there, over in the forest over there,
But what's funny is that like everybody that Trees fell out with, everyone that Trees fell out with ended up in the basement. Did you notice that?
Yeah. And that's the thing too. It's basically everybody who they didn't like. They wanted to gatekeep everybody and put them in a basement.
Yeah.
But I think the only one that they didn't like that they didn't necessarily put in the basement was I'll say her real name. Sweet Pea. That's the only one they didn't put in the basement. I feel like she rocked on her own.
Sweet Pea had she was in her own lane for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't put her down there. Oh, we had somebody in the back, but I guess they didn't want to come up no more. Okay. Saki. Who's Saki?
Oh yeah, Saki. Saki's been reading books on her channel lately. Saki Speaks. I think it's
Oh, yeah. I remember her. Yep, she was down there.
Who else went to the damn basement? Shit.
They said hear her recruiting people to the basement.
I retired to the damn clouds because I got tired of it.
Right. Yo, it was so, but you know what? Even though it was chaotic back then, like I want to say, like I had the most fun on the platform back then.
I mean, YouTube used to be fun before all the doxing and body cam footage and all.
Yeah. When it got to the doxing and body cam footage, that's when it was like, whoa, this is like too much. Like,
yeah,
it was wild. It got to the point where like people literally, your life was threatened because like somebody could do the swatting and all that crazy shit. Those wellness checks, it got way too much.
And that was a downfall of this sector.
Yeah. You know what? That's true. It started then.
Speaking, what happened to Sparkle Alley?
You know, she actually had. What's up, Jack? She actually has like this vlog beauty channel, and like I tried leaving comments underneath her video, but she won't respond back to me. Like I think she's totally done.
She don't want anything to do with anybody from this sector.
Yeah, she doesn't want anything, and I respect it. But I'm still gonna try to like bother her and try to get an interview with her.
Maybe do a troll page. Maybe she'll respond to that.
Oh yeah, I should do that, huh? I should do a troll page and then try to get her. Yeah. I should definitely do that.
So you still got me on your docket? What was on the docket?
No, I feel like that was that was basically
that was it.
I just kind of wanted that clarification because I was all like, red label, what is going on? Like it was confusing, but now that you explained it, I totally get it, and I have nothing but respect for you.
It was said that she would never sit with me on a panel, and what happened?
Yo, don't you always love it when they talk about how, oh yeah, I would never be with this person or work with this person and da 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 da, and then all of a sudden they like, oh yeah, let's do a show together or let's come on my panel, because I even had one YouTuber say that they hated me and they wished death on me and like they went off on me, and then all of a sudden we went to the bar and I bought nachos.
Is it who I think you're talking about?
Who? I don't know.
Someone on the West Coast?
They might be on the West Coast.
Major, I'm gonna say not starred, but guest appeared in a few minor roles.
Very minor. Was extras, like the extras where it was blurred out in the background? Yes, definitely.
Security guard number 6.
Yeah. No. They don't even go in the credits. That's how irrelevant they are.
Got it. So we are
movie or TV show. They don't even go in the credits.
I got you.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, no, definitely not. But yeah, that's too. Oh my God. Red Label. One thing I can say about you is that through everything, like you still will come back, keep a smile on your face. You'll pop in, pop out. And I think that's the best because like your real life, everything is going good. So I think that's, the most important part where people
If I
don't
didn't have
have the
shit to
real
do
life.
and I would be miserable looking for cash apps and shit on a daily basis on YouTube, and this was my life, I would definitely be depressed and hungry
Yeah,
for the next cash app. But it is what it is.
right. Aaron said AT2 definitely gets pegged. Well, that's nice for you to think that, but no.
Wait, not big. Oh my gosh. Yeah, keep trying.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, I was reading True Embrace's comment that we're keeping it innocent because there are times I just really want to pop off. I can't express
I've never really
myself.
seen you lose it at all, like really like go off on people. I've never really seen that.
I try not to.
Even when you get angry, it's still not like, "Oh, fuck you, motherfucker." You just be like, "I'm so fed up with your shit." You're more like that.
I'm a calculator and I plan. So. It might not happen today or it might not happen tomorrow, but it's bound to happen.
Listen,
I am a true diagnosed sociopath. So
I've seen you go off on like certain people, like Tuckett. Like I remember you did go off on her.
Yeah.
And you did not hold back at all.
I think I was fed up that day.
Because you even put a picture of her house up there.
I didn't put the numbers though. So that wasn't a true doc. That's just true. I just showed a home. I never said who home it belonged to. I never put a street address. I never put a home address. I just showed a home.
Red label. You know you was wrong for that.
Wrong how?
I mean, you were right, but you were wrong.
I mean, I think at that point I got fed up from people writing false letters to my licensing agency and calling my office.
I did not know it went that far.
Oh yeah. Making false claims, trying to get my license revoked. So I think at that point I had enough.
Woo. Oh yeah. I get why you clap back. I get it now.
Yeah, lying and saying that I showed them a house and then they found my YouTube page and I was talking shit about clients that I showed them home to because they couldn't afford it. And just random shit like that. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is wild.
To this day, I still have people trolling my office number for some YouTube shit, which is crazy.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question. Well, damn, it only been one day. But I'm wondering, now that you kind of went on a panel, I wonder, will that stop?
It'll probably increase. I'll know by Monday.
Okay, yeah, we'll know by Monday.
Know by Monday.
I would love to see that. Like, I wonder, will it stop if since that happened?
So we'll see. Like, I've already changed my number, and then the trolls have found a new number. It's crazy.
They found your new damn.
Yeah.
Yo, and you would think like, okay, well, Red Label isn't like the biggest YouTuber. Like, what? Why do they want to go after you like that? Like, I don't get that.
These stands will do anything for their YouTube fave. So
yeah, Miss Alien stand said it the best. Like, we have obsessed fans. Like, they literally are obsessed.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Like, I would never, and here's my thing, like, if I found out my people were doing some crazy shit like that, I'll be like, hey, no, we ain't doing that. Like, no, don't do that.
Well, they put they put my shit on their community tabs and call in and make messages and posts of saying that, call his licensing board and call his office, and they've said that. So, and the minute, I mean, my number and shit's always updated because I am a quote unquote public figure where I am. It's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's like sometimes, like I feel like, oh, I am kind of like a public figure.
I mean,
don't really
I
like doing
literally,
the influencer thing because I can't influence you to buy anything. But you know, as far as like being, you know, a public figure, I have accepted that.
I mean, I literally can go outside and run out, and then I'll have a billboard or something. Like it's a public thing. Just it comes with the business, but you can Google and find shit, and people will keep trolling going. So it is what it is.
Right. And I'm just happy that technically they haven't been able to affect your job at all.
No,
I'm happy about that.
It's a good, you know, being in 1099 and dealing with internet trolls. It's maybe if I was a W-2.
Yeah, like I don't know if I could like having an office job and doing this. I probably wouldn't. Yeah.
But when it comes to outside static and noise, and especially people who are not inside my bubble around here, especially where I am, everybody can, you know, spot trollish behavior.
Right, exactly. Well, Red Label, thank you so much for coming up.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for clarifying everything. See, we wasn't that bad.
No,
like I just had a few questions.
You know, who you got next? Big Mama's here. Big Mama.
No, I think Miss Val said she going to bed, but no, I wanted Cups to come up though.
Got it. Come on, cousin. You're on deck.
Yeah. If Aaron wants some smoke, he could definitely get cussed out on my anniversary. I don't mind. If Aaron wants to smoke, is he trying to fight with me or no?
What did Aaron say?
I don't know. I just want to make sure he come in peace, you know.
Oh, I'm not fighting no one, junkie street rats or something. I don't know. But okay, thanks for having me. I'm at Cups Mary yet? Oh, are you itching after leaving the bait? Oh my God, Stacy. Bye, AT2. Y'all don't give me in trouble.
All right, Red Label. Thank you for coming up. All right, so just were you itching after you left the bait? No, not yet. Miss ATL and Stan. Oh, he being good. He fighting for his love. Okay. Red Label will forever be my favorite clip. Oh yeah, that will forever be one of my favorite clips too. Like that shit was funny as hell. Okay, while I'll do that, the basement got bed bugs. Listen, I ain't got no bed bugs. Okay, so I wanted to go over my top 5 beefs ever. So I'm gonna start out with number 5. Number 5 is my beef with Dookie Way, Sweet Diaper Booty, Gary Coleman, Project Pat. That's beef number 5. Like I said, all of those people had teamed up and went. Those people had teamed up, helped spread a nasty rumor about me and try to take me up out of here. I mean, trust me, there was some more help, and don't worry, those people are on the list too. But the reason why that was strange is because me and Sweet Diaper Booty was actually friends, or we were cool, you know, like she jumped on my panel and stuff like that. Project Pat Wanda, I never really knew her. You know, it was kind of weird. Dookie Way, I never really knew him. That was like really weird. but for whatever reason, Project Pat doesn't talk about me that much. But Dookie, that one, he'll come back and talk about how he hates me so much and he just can't stand me, and he has no real reason to hate me. He doesn't. There is no real reason. His new reason is because he feels like I resurrect Jaguar Wright every so often, and he just loves talking about people. Doogie Way just loves talking about people. It ain't no rhyme or reason to it. That's what it is. Just like for no reason he attacked Night and Day. He has no reason to go after them. You know, he has no reason at all. A lot of y'all are saying John Yates. John Yates is actually number 4. And the reason why I put John Yates at number 4 is because time has passed. And I feel like that's one of the beefs where, even though it was big and me and him went at it, I feel like so much time has passed. I would probably never revisit that beef, but it was a big one because that involved Sherelle and Perry, Monica, like that. Yo, all the Cooter Brown people in Cooterville, that shit was crazy. And you know what that whole situation taught me? Mind your black business. And so what I'm going to start doing from now is minding my own black business. And we should never... and we should never have no more problems because I'm going to start minding my black business. No, Mavis is not on here. Number 3 is Real. I gotta go back to Real because anybody who knew me from the beginning, me and Real went at it. Like, yo, like we video at the video. And like the thing is with me and Real, I never had nobody to just do like, how Dalvin Lewis does video after video? Well, Real, he was doing video after video. And, he was really like, I didn't know how to handle it at first. I really didn't. Like, I would be agitated. Like, people who can get a rise out of me and an emotion out of me, they're good at what they do. They are good at what they do. And then number two is Denat, the Potterhead. And the reason why I had to put him at number 2 is because when he got a hold of my pill popping crackhead auntie, that shook me because I was like, whoa, like this, because that was like a beef that affected like my personal life, Like I was like, oh wait, hold on now. Like that was on some other shit. Like the other stuff that he does, I really don't care. It is what it is, right? But when it came to the auntie part, I was like, whoa, like this is serious right here. So, that's somebody I never plan on ever being friends with ever again. I tried it, out of here. And my number 1 beef of all time is Dear Yvette or Judge Evie, whatever y'all want to call her. Now, we all know the history and we all know the story. I feel like that's number 1 because that kind of like sprouted all the other beefs that I ever had. And so I have to put her at number 1. And like I said, I'm still going to get her back for something that she did to me recently. But for now, as long as we have a relationship where if there's some shit going on, we can clarify, we can talk to each other and clarify it. And I think that's the way it should be. We're never going to be friends again, but it is what it is. I see Cups in the background, so I'm going to let our favorite cousin up. What's up, Cups? How you doing?
Hey, cousin.
Oh, my God. It's such an honor to have you up here.
Yes. Oh, my God. 4 years. Oh, my God.
Yes.
It feels like yesterday.
It really does. I remember we would all be chilling on panel and stuff like that, and we'd be talking about what's going on. Yeah, like Yo, that time period during the panoramic, like it will never be another time like
Yeah, that was iconic. That was definitely iconic. You know, that was the time to be on YouTube. For me, I feel like
that.
I hear all the
Yeah.
OG talk. I heard you talk about the OG, and I'm like, dang, like, are we like OGs? Is that really the conversation now? Like, I consider like Tasha OG. Like, I still feel like, we still little puppies in the game. But I
Yeah,
guess
we're still
because,
like progressing, like that's how I kind of feel. But when you
but
look at it, yeah, we kind of are the OGs because, like, for us, we're like obtainable, like
right,
there's somebody they can touch, they can reach out to.
right,
So
right.
that's why we're kind of like, the OGs.
Right. But and also I'm reason why I'm saying that is because like listening to your show yesterday, like I don't know all these new people. Like all I was in there like, who is this person? Like who got the recording? Like what is happening? I'm like, what the fuck is going on, Mitch? Like who are these people? So I guess like, and even listening to you talking to Mel earlier, like, it's kind of like, okay, there's newer people. So now there's newer stories and different references and so it's kind of like I guess, people
Mhm.
say like we're kind of OGs, like, in the story that was to be told in the beginning of the real Jaguar Saguar, like, the OGs of the Jaguar when she really touched YouTube, like when she
Right.
really made it, like when it really was an impact. Like we are part of that Tasha K, Storm Monroe, Jaguar Wright effect. Like, so yeah, I'll
Right.
be able to be
Because we were
OGs.
really around during that time,
Yes.
heavy during the Storm, Jaguar, Wright, Tasha K, debacle, all that shit. Like we were
Listen,
really there.
we were honestly like even when I heard the lady Miss Patricia talking, I'm cracking up because that's kind of how I found you. Remember, I took your clip and played it on my channel because it was so iconic. Like she's like, "What up,
Yeah.
that bitch?" And I was like, "Oh my god, Jaguar!" And she was like, "Who?"
Yo, that moment, like I didn't know what to do. I
Yo,
didn't. I
she
didn't know what to do. I literally froze.
was like, "Bring that bitch back up." He was like, she was talking nice about you. Oh my god, that was such an iconic moment. Oh my god,
Yo,
look,
she let everybody have it that
yo,
day
she
too.
was going off like, and all that came from Tasha K and Storm Monroe. Like she was on a rampage. Like,
Hmm.
and it was a time to be alive. I'm happy to be a part of it. Like, I'm happy to have, met you. Your town halls, and you've came a long way. You
Yes.
know, and I think that just even listening to you talking to Mel, like, I'm really proud of you as a cousin. Like, you teaching people the right way. Like, I love that. I love that. So, I'm so happy for you, cousin.
Thank you. And what's been going on with you?
Well, life is always life. And so, so much has happened. And I was like really like thinking like, dang, I ain't been on YouTube in like 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
like,
because I'll say like, yeah, cups of conversation and like people are like, who? They're like, huh?
yeah. I was like, yeah, I was like, oh my God. When I heard, I was like, oh my God, the girls don't know me. What is going on? Like,
Yeah, like you were a major player out here.
like, I
They
was like,
didn't realize that. Like they literally don't know.
yeah, they like, who is that girl that they talking about? Cups of who? Like, well, because you're my cousin, I know that what's really, happening and things like that.
Hmm.
But, because you're my favorite cousin, in the beginning of 2022, you know, my daughter moved out. And, that was a lot for me to, take in and deal with, as and other
Right.
people that are very close to me know. So, I had to really choose what was important to me, my family or, social media. And, I chose my family. And, my daughter moved back home in 2023. And, we're enjoying life. Like, I'm enjoying being engaged in my family and, just everything that is happening for me.
Right. And you didn't make your money off of social media, so you didn't need it.
No, no, no. I didn't make money. So I came to, YouTube just like you because of COVID, it was really just for entertainment. And, I love YouTube. Like, YouTube has such a special place in my heart. And I feel like that's why I still be coming on here trying to be nosy and be in the mess whenever I could, because, I love YouTube. Like, it gave me a real good place to be during COVID when we were all locked in. And, I'm happy to have friends like you and, other people that are like genuine people that showed me, like, despite the bad stuff on YouTube, there's really genuine people out here that want the best for you, that support you, whether it's not about a click or a view. You don't need me for anything. Like, you've grown expeditiously. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could have said, just like anybody who is cups of conversation, but you don't. Like, you check on
Right.
me. We talk all the time. Like,
That's
and
what a lot of people don't know. We talk all the time.
yeah, like we talk all the time, and and you don't have to mention me, but you do. And I always appreciate you for that, because that shows like you're a true Sag. And we have that Sagittarius thing about us, like,
Yep.
we loyal, so but life has been life, and I do hope to come back to YouTube. I plan to come back to YouTube. I know I always say to people, I'll be back, I'll be back, I'll be back. I will be back, but people gotta understand that, like, this is a new life for me, like being engaged, and everything that's just been going on in my life. And like I said, I just I'm just dealing with all those things, and trying to just navigate what this new journey will be for me moving forward, like, and
Right.
YouTube wasn't a positive place for me to really do that at, like, so I had to just
Yeah.
let it go, just
Like it
depart from it.
affected your personal life, you know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, a lot of people, listen, so, they say I was lying about shit, and I'm just like, people are crazy, like, and the crazy thing about this, cousin, is I look at this, like, even a situation with bless her, uh, bless her, you
Yeah,
know,
Gary Coleman, yeah.
I really look at like the harm of karma of things, right? I was looking at a lot of my videos from that I have on private, and I remembered one of these videos where I said this. I said, like, the truth is gonna come out. I said, don't let these people use you, because they're gonna use you, and then they're gonna throw you to a side. And in the past, since all this stuff happened, the only thing you've seen is people be used, turn against each other, thrown, used, group think, you don't think what I think, we're gonna toss you to the side. And it's like constant, 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 constant. You can't, like, it really feels like a matrix. Like you said, you really do question, like, what the is going on here? Like, is this
Right.
fake? Is this real? Is it a storyline? Like, it's like I'm confused. Like, what is happening around this? Like, and I'm just glad that you pivoted above it. Like, and you were able to, like, just get out the mess, like, and not have to dwell in drama. And you can be a little messy boots, and that's how we are,
Right.
Sagittarius. We
Right.
got
I
a
ain't
little
gonna
mess
lie.
about
Yeah,
us,
I can see that
but
sometimes.
the talent is there in AT2 out. I've always said that. I'm always gonna give you your flowers. Your talent has always been there, and your talent speak for yourself. And I always say that, like, people who have talent, you know, we're always going to prevail. So, I tell people all the time, have faith in me, because even though I'm not here, trust me, I got everything. I ain't forgetting nothing, and y'all already know I'm always going to get my lick back, but there's a time and a place for
So
everything.
are you saying there's a time and place for
Yes,
everything? Like you haven't
yes.
forgotten?
Cousin, listen, I'm from the era of Jay-Z Nas. Like, I'm from the era of, you don't tell me when to get my lick back. I hear what everybody's saying. We're not going back. Respectfully, I understand. But understand that when I tell y'all going back, oh, we going the fuck back, baby. And ain't nobody telling me we ain't going back, okay? You'll be in that back, baby, just so we know. So as long as your nose is clean along this journey, don't worry about me going back. But if you was not, just know Oh, I got the receipt, honey. I wish you had your receipt at this point in time. I got the receipts because
I got the receipts, girl.
yeah, when the story is told, when the time is to be told for the correct story, the appropriate story, the story that is the most logical with the most sense, where I have no motive, no agenda in any of this. Like nobody will ever say I came on here and ask anybody for money. I'm not trying. I don't have no narrative in this. I'm not pushing anything from nobody. But the truth is all I can give you. And we all know,
Right.
anybody who knows me knows that since 2020, I've been here recording this truth. So when the story is, when it's ready, guys, it'll be out. But right now, you know, I think that karma is doing its thing out here in the streets, and everybody is getting what is reaped to them, and in some sort of
Right.
way, what I'm seeing, everybody is getting some type of karma in one way or
Oh
another.
yeah.
And I'm just just sitting back and thanking God that I'm able to have a seat.
Yeah. So let me be a little messy. So
Yeah.
you're not upset that anybody is like partnering up with Wanda Blessa. You're not upset by it.
Well, are you gonna put a name on it when you being messy? Because we have to be appropriately messy. Don't be halfway messy. Okay. Who we talking about? Who was with Blessa?
Okay. So hear her.
Um, so when it comes to hear her, I am not upset. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
One, because I respect hear her, have no problems with hear her. We have no beef, not that I know of anything like that. Her motive in this game is different from my motive in this game.
Mm.
So her talking to her, that's okay because she has a motive of getting whatever out of her. And don't get me wrong, I ain't mad at it because respectfully, I didn't hear none of these videos when they was making these videos about me, AT2. You know that. I never went to
Mm-hmm.
these people's channels and listened to none of this stuff. So when I was hearing her play some of the stuff back, I was able to get a few recordings, a few clips, a few receipts for myself. So I was like, okay. But because it's things I did not know, that I was not aware of, that I didn't know what was said, information. Because I really, once I was like, okay, they flagged my channel. They don't want me to talk. Every time I say something, I'm getting flagged. I can't.
Right. You
So
tuned it out.
yeah, I just said, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to police. I'm gonna let the police handle whatever that situation is with people with the identity thing. As far as everything else, it is what it is. Like, it's gonna handle itself as it is handling itself because the
Mm-hmm.
same girl that's talking about me fighting with all of these people now, bless her, bless her, bless her, bless her. Okay. And I mean, I know I said this shit 2 years ago, so it's it's all fine with me. So
Right.
when it comes to me and hear her, we have two different motives in this game. So for her, that's okay. For me, I'm never sitting with no bitch that disrespected me in that manner. That woman accused me of bleaching my skin.
Mm-hmm.
From what I heard, she doxed my fiance on Station Head. I didn't even know all of this stuff until,
Whoa.
yeah, I didn't even know this stuff until I heard it being played on her channel. But I'm thankful that her played it because I did not have knowledge of these things. So I'm grateful for it, but I couldn't be the person. It's better her than me because I
Then
would have
me.
never did
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
I would have never
Okay.
did
I
it.
get it. Go ahead and get that information. Let me just take
Yeah.
my
So
notes on
yeah. So that's where I'm at with it. I'm like, you know what? I would never do that. Like, respectfully. The only way she could see me is in the streets, and that can happen whenever. Like that's just how that's always
Oh
gonna
yeah,
go.
you wasn't lying, yeah, because you was all like,
Respectfully,
let me get your ass. Like
respectfully.
you
Yeah,
always been down with the get down.
respectfully, like, and it has nothing to do with nothing, all bullshit aside. It's just just on some respect shit because as a woman from the beginning I never had a problem with her. I never did anything to her,
but she
Mhm.
chose to jump on a bandwagon and start attacking me, doxing me from what I'm seeing, doxing my family, like, and doing all of this for what? For cash apps, for attention, for clout, for likes, for views, just for them to take your channel, take whatever they trying to take from you. And now all the people that cheered you on to do this, to tear a black woman down, is now tearing you down. So yeah, the
Mm.
only thing you could do for me is see me in the streets, respectfully, respectfully.
Right. And
But
I guess for
you know,
me, I always been just like so loyal to you, and like I've always been like, yo, I'm never rocking with that lady. Like,
right,
hell no. And so
right,
I think that's why I was like so upset about it. Like, not to the point where I'm all like, fuck her or anything like
yeah.
that. But it's not like, dude, like, not just for like, what you call it, not just for you, but like, just
For
think
what
of
she
like
did to
overall, like
everybody,
this
to all
lady.
to yeah, because she did something to everybody. It wasn't just me, it was you. Like, she did something to like Red Label. She, like, once again, they pandered all of us over there. It's like you can't have an open mind to go in somebody's chat, because the moment you do it is, you're in a basement, you're a basement bitch, you're this, you're that. So it
Mhm.
was a problem for all of us. We're all affected by this. So I understand how you feel, but like you said, like, everybody is different here in this game. Like, out here on YouTube, everybody got different motives. Like,
Right. And I
um,
noticed like as long as I can get some information out of you, we can be cool. Like that's kind of like how the game goes.
right, right. So I think that, whatever she was doing, whatever her motive was, from what she was saying, she felt like Trees was not knowledgeable of all of this stuff that was going on, and she just fed into it. I don't believe that. I believe that she was full on knowledgeable, that these people were gone head ready to fucking gaslight the fuck out of this sector and run a whole nother narrative on the faith of Monica, respectfully, okay, to wipe all the shit out, and they push their whole new narrative out here. That's why we see all this whole group of new people doing whatever the fuck they out here doing, recording and releasing and doxing. Lord, I don't even want to get into whatever the hell they doing out here, but you know
Crazy.
bless us, bless us, but I ain't mad at her. I got love for her. She ain't do nothing wrong to me. Like, ain't no skin off my back. Like, it's not
Yeah.
like, her is not a you, respectfully. 82, I known you
Right.
since 2020. Like, I know that despite what anybody would like to say, from the moment I had an issue and I fell out with people, I never forget that moment you coming up on my panel. Like, that showed me a lot about you as a man, about your character. And you could have been like everybody else and ran and said, oh, these are bigger content creators, let me go jump ship. You never did that. You stood term in who
Right.
you was, like, and I respect you for that.
Yeah. I couldn't picture myself just like not liking somebody because there's a few. Mind you, there's millions of people on YouTube. Just because a few people don't like you, okay, who cares? Like I still like you.
Right, right. And not to, but the thing about it is, unfortunately, not too many YouTubers get that experience. That's why, once again, it was good
Mm.
hearing you talking to Mel about that, for her to have that experience with you, where she could reflect on her time being here and saying, like, I learned
Right.
this, and I'm glad that you was able to tell me this. I'm glad to have somebody like you guide me and navigate me on this path, like, because we need more positive influences like that out here. Like what Miss Patricia said, like, people got to move out the sector, because everything that's happening over here, they can't even do their content the way they would like to, because they in fear of,
Mm-mm.
somebody either trying to take their channel down, or a fake beef, or fake friends, or you don't even know who to trust, or you got to team up with people just to do something. It's like, it's not a place where it was back in 2020, where everybody could just do their content. And it's like, y'all,
Right.
rock with you, I'm in your chat, what's up, oh, where we going after this, what we doing
Right,
after
where
this,
we going after this? And
yeah,
then,
like, what we
yeah,
doing
it
after
was
this, like,
really a community back in the
it
day.
really was a community. It was like, hey, what we doing after this? Where we doing this? Where we could really collaborate and work with each other. But hopefully one day this sector will get back to that. And if not, like, like you said, this is a billion type of people app. So there's a new sector for everybody. So, hopefully everybody finds their way on this,
Right. I'm hoping, like I'm hoping that, just with us having this conversation, it'll change because I feel like there's sometimes I feel alone. Like I feel like, damn, there's nobody who's like with me back in the day. Like, you know, because like you're not on YouTube hardly. House of Princess is not on YouTube hardly. And then I feel like there are some people who've been around, since back in the day, but they just kind of, they with the get along gang, and it's not
Right,
like
right. They
y'all
want
don't
to be
have
a
no
part. Right,
individual thought.
right. That's one thing I did notice, that everybody want to be a part of this get along gang. They want to, like, and I'm so appalled, but I don't even know why I'm still appalled. I'm just like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, it's just
Right.
crazy. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But, AT2, you are a true Sagittarius. You don't need none of these motherfucking people, respectfully. Okay? You don't need none of these people. The only thing that you got to do is keep being yourself. Everything about you, you constantly evolve, since you've been on this platform, and you're going to keep evolving. So, like you said, it really just shows you not everybody makes it. It's been 4 years. Like, I'm really like 4 fucking years.
Yeah. Like I can't
Four
believe it
years?
myself.
Like, what the heck is going on? I'm over here like, girl, you need to get your life together. What is going on? How you just gonna leave your cousins on YouTube? It's been four
Right. Just leave
years.
us high and dry.
That's that's some trifling. That's some trifling hoe ass shit. That's some crazy shit. That's, oh my god. But I'm gonna get my
Yeah.
life together. I'm gonna get
But
my life
you
together.
got a wedding to plan and everything like that. So I
Yeah.
totally get why, like, okay, I gotta take a step back and take care of like, my
Yeah.
real life.
Yeah, I mean, once again, life was really lifing for me. And, life is great right now. I love my life. I'm thankful for my life. Like, and I'm enjoying life. Like, I don't feel, the anxiety of going live and, it was just too toxic. Like, like
Right.
very toxic. And, for me, I like a little toxic. I ain't even hold you. I do like a little toxic.
Right. We all
But
love a little mess, and
what I
that's what
don't
we here for, right?
what I didn't like about it was I don't like to tussle with the girls if the girls gonna not tussle back fairly. Like, once again, the flagging, the striking, the my channel being can't go live. I don't like that. Like, so we can't have, once again, just, mutual combat war where we could just have words with each other and move past it. Like, that's one thing about you.
Right. The
You can
verbal
have
tussle.
Yeah, it's like we can have a verbal tussle and just move
Hmm.
past it. That's one thing about you. You know how to move with style and grace. You learned that on here. How to move. Like, I could fall out with somebody. Like, you fall out with somebody, you could be like, you know what, dear Yvette, whatever. Yeah, we gonna be forever type shit. But if I gotta ask you a motherfucker question, I'm gonna pull you up on this motherfucker panel and ask you a
Exactly.
motherfucker
Come on this
question.
panel and clarify
Right.
what you
Right.
mean. You know.
So, it's different. So you've learned how to pivot through that. Me, I didn't get past, I didn't get to that grade yet in my life. Like, I'm still working on those type of grades. Like me, I want to get up on here and I want us to talk about how the fuck we getting you to me or me to you so we could really tussle in real fucking life. So I want the words to match with the hands. Like, so
Right.
I had to learn that,
Because some people be talking way too much shit. Listen,
yeah.
I was supposed to fight a powderhead in LA, and I was hashtagging untouched, untouched, and it wasn't until I talked to Couture Bay. Shout out to Couture Bay. She was all like, "Yeah, AT2 was walking around saying untouched, untouched," and then then he fell down the stairs and broke his ankle. I was like, "Oh shit, that was like my karma for walking around saying I'm untouched." See,
Right.
you gotta be
Right.
careful with your words.
Right. You got to be careful with your words. Got to be careful with the motherfucking words.
Yeah. So I ain't never saying that, but I will be back in LA. But I ain't gonna be walking around saying I'm untouched and all this other stuff. Trust me, I got humbled.
Oh God. Oh Jesus Christ. So I got a question.
Ooh, okay.
So, in your 4 years on YouTube, what is the most important thing that you have learned? 4 years on YouTube. 4 years. 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 4
Mm-hmm.
what can you say you have really learned on this journey so far?
That's a good question. Um, well, what I have like really learned is that I'm stronger than what I thought I originally was.
Right.
Originally, people could probably say mean shit to me, and I'm probably like, oh, I feel bad about myself, and like they could really get to me. Now, I mean, we just had a troll in the chat just a minute ago that I blocked, and like I was honestly gonna let the troll stay, and then Princess was like, "You got a troll." I was like, "All right, let me block it." It's like I literally don't care what people say about me anymore. Like I
Right.
literally don't. The only thing that can really affect me is if you're trying not even talk no bump that. Even if you talk about my family, I still don't care.
Right.
Like I really don't. Like I said, the only thing that really threw me for the loop was the whole auntie doing an interview and stuff like that and trying to expose me. Other than that, and even then, if she was to do another interview with somebody else, I really wouldn't care. It doesn't matter to me because I learned that I am so strong and that no matter what you say to try to tear me down, it's not gonna work.
Right. I agree. And to see you on your journey, I can see that that is 100% true. Like, because I remember the whole real situation and all of that stuff that was going on, and the whole Dear Yvette situation and the John Yates situation. So a lot of stuff could have definitely stopped you, but you kept rebelling, like, and you really showed yourself. Like, you can't really think about what people saying about you. Like, this is, YouTube, like, it's virtual. So a lot of these people, like, they really don't have real lives. Like, that's one thing I learned. Like, a lot of these people, they project, like,
Right.
what's going on in their real life. Like, and it's
Yeah.
like,
There
eventually people,
Right, there's a certain somebody, and since we ain't being no punk and we saying names, her name you have no idea who this is, but her name is Messy Miss Midas. She's over in the UK, and someone broke it down to me, and they're all like, "AT2, the reason why this lady is so mean and nasty is because she can't be the mean girl in real life, so she comes online and
right.
portrays this mean girl
Yep.
because the world has been so mean and evil and cruel
Yep.
to her." And
Yep.
I was all like, oh my God, I can't go after this lady. And I don't go after her no more. Like, I
Right.
can't do it because, like, literally, the world is so cruel to somebody like her. I never realized, and I hate sounding ignorant, disabled people are like not a minority, well, yeah, a minority group, but like they get bullied and just horrible things happen to
Right.
them. And I
Yeah.
never realized that.
Right. Right. I mean, sometimes, and I think that's a Sagittarius thing also. Like, we got a real great thing of like empathy for people. Like,
Hmm.
we got deep empathy, like for real. Because even with a lot of stuff, like, I really held back. Like, I really, really, really held back a lot because, you know, just empathy. Like, it's like, damn, I don't want to do this to, like, I don't really want to do this to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, even though somebody did something to me, it's like, damn, I can't really find it in my heart to do to you what you did to me. Like, not the way you did it to me, at least. Like, because that's just not in my heart. I don't want that karma on my
Right.
soul. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, that's one thing I'm learning. Like, I'm like, ugh.
Like my thing is like, I get it. Some people will try to roast you or they'll try to, joke around and stuff like that. And so sometimes you gotta decipher if somebody is really trying to hit you hard or are they just being like playful. So it's been hard for me to
Or they
determine what
got,
is which.
or some of these people on here got like a personality disorder too, as well. Like, I really learned that, like, I really had to really dive into that perspective of things with certain people because
Hmm.
people really got like personality disorders.
But
Like
is it that or is it the powder?
it could be the powder too now.
Okay.
It could be the powder, but I see this a lot that people will like start a beef with you because they want to be you. They
Mm.
want to mimic you. They want to take from you. They want to like, and it's like especially if you're not taking to them, it's kind of like now they definitely got to start some type of, static with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, I don't know, social media is a very mm, they say it's the devil's playground, so you got to be wary with the people out here because in the world of like YouTube, you could be anybody.
Right. Princess said she said some nasty ish about Roxanne and spread the rumor about her and Sip. When I struck her channel, she begged for us to stop because of her Crohn's disease. Oh, she's talking about Messi. Okay. I was like, wait, what
Yeah.
happened?
So this messy person is like talking about everybody or something.
Yeah. Listen, she tried to allude to um, some incest stuff happening in my house, and like I checked her, and she goes like, "Oh, I've never said that. I've never said that. I've never said that." No, I know what you said.
Right. So wait. So she said something about some type of incest in your house, and you checked about it. So now she keep making videos about you or some shit. Now she obsessed with
Well,
you.
she was. I don't know if she does now. I don't watch her.
Um.
But that was the person I was saying because she's disabled and stuff like that. She can't. She can only be a mean girl online, and she can't be a mean girl in real life. So
Right.
that's
Oh
why I was
yes.
like,
Yeah.
I just let it go or whatever. But I had already checked the situation. But Princess was talking about a situation with her. That's what she was talking about.
Mm. Oh wow. Yeah, but a lot of these people, yeah, they can't be mean people in real life. So they gotta be and it tells, like it shows, you could tell. Like it's like you could tell that this person is really not like this in their real life, in their real day-to-day life. Like, And I mean it's pretty
Hmm.
sad. So it's kind of like, no.
Yeah. And I gotta ask you a question because a lot of times you got blamed for stuff and you haven't been like technically on YouTube in like 2 years, but you
Hello.
would always get blamed for stuff. And I'll be like, no, this is not true, and blah blah blah. And then like
Hello.
I would bring it to you and you'd be like, oh, I know, whatever. You just kind of never minded. Did you not really care or was it kind of like whatever?
Like, I feel like if I could be honest, right? I got a whole bunch of videos I got on private, and I called this back when I first started this. I called it the Great YouTube Hack. And this is really what the hell this is gonna be. Like, so I feel like I take note of it, right? I know that it's not always wise for me to respond to everything. So
Hmm.
I try to be strategic about what I respond to and what I give my energy to. Um, But, I know in the end that, like, I feel like the truth will prevail and the people who know will have their aha moment. Like, I told y'all niggas Cups was coming home, told y'all Cups was coming home. Like, and then the people who, the naysayers and, all that other stuff, they'll be like, oh, dang, like, but, you know, people who know
Right.
me know, like, 82, I'm not gonna give nobody information out. I'm not gonna be doing no stuff like that in the inbox,
Right.
and I'm not doing no weird stuff. I'm not, even when I
And you
hear the
don't talk
stuff,
to like literally it's only a few people that you talk to offline, right?
right? Like honestly, like there's a like people will contact you in your like inbox and stuff like that, but I really don't have too much interaction anymore like in my inbox with people. Like so, but people still send me emails. I still get emails. Like people are always constantly sending me information,
Right. They stopped
for
putting me in those emails when I said like, yeah, somebody's spreading these fake emails when I put it on blast. They stopped.
they
I
said
should
he
have
is
shut it.
not with
Why
it.
did I damn, why did I
Can
I
y'all
ruined
add
it and
82
everything.
back in the emails? My cousin want to be back in it because of
Right,
you.
I want to be back in it. I was kidding, but no, like my thing was all like, why am I getting this shit? Like, what do I have to do with this? And then
Right.
like I noticed like they would CC everybody on it, and the people who they were talking about, they would CC in it. So I'm all
Right.
like, Don't put me in no shit like this. That was my
Right.
thing.
I think that honestly, the person, okay, so it's different sets of emails. When we talking about the emails, and I really can't wait to get into this because this is gonna be some crazy shit. There's different sets of emails. Those first sets of
Mm,
emails that was coming out, I believe that those emails was by somebody who felt betrayed by the other side.
mm,
And when they were sending the information out to everybody, they wanted to see who was going to jump first. They wanted to see what was going to happen by getting the information out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this person
right.
ran and did it, then somebody got to make a rebuttal video. And what would they get from that? Like, and they were going to keep giving out these little pieces of information basically, they were feeding us information, but letting them know that they feeding us the information. Right. And they weren't
Mm,
sure about who was really this person behind this, or they possibly could have been sure. I believe they did know, or at some point they caught on to who it was, possibly. But yeah, that first initial set, that was somebody who I feel like felt betrayed by them. Now, the next person that was sending out emails, I feel like this person could have been like somebody that may know one party of a situation, if that makes sense. Because we
mm.
know that it's multiple people involved.
Right, right.
So I feel like this was one person who knew a party, but they had enough information to get it out to people. And this person, from my knowledge, in the beginning only was sending the emails to me by myself.
Mm.
Then after a while, they started sending them again and sending them to other YouTubers, but they were still CCing me in those emails. So when they were talking about it, I was already privy to the information. Like they were sending it to me first and then send it to other YouTubers.
Right. Okay. Okay. That's what was going on.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it was it's different sets of people that were sending out the emails, like and then at one point, I believe once then they threw somebody in there to start making these fake emails to start the whole controversy of it's this person, is
Yeah,
that
and throwing
person,
people
is
off and
right, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Miss AT Alien fan asked a good question. She said, "Are you? It's prom/wedding season. Are you still designing?"
No, I am not right
Oh,
now. No, because I am making my own wedding dress, so you
oh, well,
know.
yeah. Yeah. Listen. You got to work on your own shit before you can work on somebody else's shit.
Yeah, so yeah, and you know, I have a job that, with the GOV. So, I'll be busy. I'll be, out here getting my coins, get my money, get my love on, and, just focusing on other things. So no, I'm not having really, and a lot of other things, AT2, that things have changed. I'm not, so I'm just kind of I gotta resettle, get things together. So no, not
Right.
not this year, cousins. Maybe in a year, I get back into sewing and, booking clients and doing proms and, I can't wait, but yeah, not right now.
Yeah, and that's all. And you know what? The one thing is that you pride yourself on your designs and stuff like that, and like you're an awesome designer. And you've
Yeah.
even done some events and red carpets. Like you was
Yeah.
nothing to be played with. Like you were out here
Yeah.
doing the damn thing.
Yeah, I mean, and I still do some things. Like, I'm still out here doing some things, making some things happen. Ain't nothing changed about me over here. If I leave something, something better came along. You better know that. So, it ain't never a loss for me too much. So, only thing I really lost is my cousins, because I don't like to abandon people. Like, what I'm saying, I don't want like my
Mhm.
people to feel like it's like, damn, I don't want to be one of the YouTubers that they make videos about, like, cups of conversations. What happened to her? She got it too. Like, I don't want to be that kind of person. Like, dang, I don't want to go out like that. So it's like, but
Right.
yeah, Jesus.
But everything's gonna happen in time, though. Like When you're ready to come back, that's when you'll come back. It's no
Yeah,
time period, no date or anything like that. When you're
yeah,
ready, you'll
yeah.
be ready.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, when the time is right, it'll be right, but it'll be after, after I get married, of course, because I want to enjoy my time. Like, I'm having a ball, like, like, I'm really having a ball, and I wouldn't be a justice to YouTube because I don't want to be that person that schedule lives and don't come live, and
Right.
you know,
The
I
canceling, moving
I don't
them
want to be.
out.
Yeah, I don't want to be ghetto like that no more. Like, I really want to, like, in the beginning, like you said, we were on live for hours and we were having a ball. And, I want to give that type of energy. I want the people to have, like, cups, like, not somebody who is like, no, I can't go live because, Shantae's got a man at home. Like, I got to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be my man, my man, my man. Like, I want to be my family. I want to be my friends. Like, I want to enjoy real life. Like, COVID had us in the house. Like you said, like,
Mhm.
people, I'm back outside, like, I'm living life, like, I'm smelling the flowers, like, and it's like I'm enjoying it, and I'm being selfish, right now I'm enjoying my
As you should.
engagement. This is like, I'm engaged, I'm about to be married, I'm about to be a married woman, and I want to enjoy this in peace. Like, I don't want to have stress on my mind. I don't want to be over here like, YouTube, what is going on, what is going on. I don't want to be like that right now. Like, maybe, after I get married, I'm like, all right, babe, now we married. Now I'm gonna get on here. Like, maybe I don't know. Like, I can't really say, but you know, there's a time and place for everything. But I'll definitely be back. Like, they ain't making no video about me like what happened in Cubs conversation. I definitely
Right.
yeah.
Cubs, thank you so much for coming up. I
Yeah.
appreciate you, cousin.
You're welcome, cousin. I appreciate being up here.
And I'm glad that you're doing good and you're enjoying your real life because to anybody out here on YouTube or spend their whole day on YouTube, please go outside.
Yes, yes. Not for
Please go
ice.
outside.
And not for ice. Go outside. Like, really go outside. You
Wait,
know.
Miss A.T. Elliott said these hoes will be outside the wedding with explosives.
Oh my God. Yes, they will. These motherfuckers is these trolls in my emails. Like, Lord. I'm
Right.
like,
I was
Jesus.
gonna say you gotta have security around the event.
In the event. Like, it's like, what the hell is going on? Because these trolls is watching my stories nonstop. I'd be like, what is going on here? Why are you watching me? I don't know what you want from me. Like, what do you want from me? Leave me alone. Like, Jesus Christ. Jesus.
Right. You don't have anything like
Like,
literally like there's
leave me
nothing
alone.
nothing more.
Like, leave me alone, please. When it's your time, it's your time. I told you, bitch, I'm gonna get your back. That's the only thing you gotta know. It's coming. Don't look for me to go. That's it. Like, that's it. And leave it at that. Just wait for the moment. That's it. That's it. That's it. So,
Right. All will be revealed.
yes. So, either have a good night, cousin. Love you and
Love you too.
appreciate you guys. Yes, thank you so much, guys. All right.
Yes, and definitely, we wish you the best in your engagement. We can't wait for you to come back. Well, I'll talk to you, but for the
Right.
people, we can't
Right.
wait for you to come back and just kill it like always. And yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
be a
I
good
can't
time again. We're
wait.
gonna make YouTube great again.
Yeah, we're gonna make YouTube great again. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. It'll be great. But keep your head up, cousin. You're doing great. Keep doing what you're doing. You on your way to 100,000. Period. On my mama's. Okay.
Right.
Um, and forget the naysayers. Forget the haters. Listen, it's hard out here being a content creator. But I think that you are doing an amazing job. Clearly, from what I just heard from the people that spoke, they spoke greatly about you. And me knowing you on YouTube and off of YouTube, I only have great things to say about you, so I'm proud to know you. I'm proud to have you on this journey, and I'm proud to call you my cousin. So, I wish you all the best. You have my support, of course, always. And I'll be in your chat, we'll have another nice day, you know. Love you, princess. All right, bye, cousin.
All right, thank you, cuz. Have a good one. That was great. I love that. Thank you, Cubs, for that. A lot of people haven't heard from Cubs in a long time, and so that's why I wanted her to come up and just say a few words to y'all, just chit chat. You know, bring back that good feeling back during the pandemic, like when we actually, I mean, we fought, but we also got along more than we fought. Now we fight more than we get along. So I appreciate that. Is Miss Barbara still back there? Miss Barbara. Oh, she's playing music. Miss Barbara. Okay, I ain't trying to get no copyright strike. We've been doing good this video. All right, y'all. Yeah, I did get a lot of love tonight. Like, thank y'all for rocking with us for 3 hours. Damn, we did 3 hours yesterday, and now we did 3 hours today. Damn. We've been really rocking and rolling, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who really has been putting in their time, their effort, their money, their support, their love, poured it all into me, this platform, see me grow, see me change, see me evolve, see me cry, see me fight, see me yell, see me spit. The only thing you haven't seen is me naked. Not yet. Soon. But anyway, I want to say thank you to all my AT tubers. Thank you to every single one of y'all. Thank you, Winnie. Thank you. Shout out to Cups. Shout out to Tiff. Shout out to Melanie. Shout out to Patrice. I appreciate everybody for coming up and just all the well wishers and wishing me, you know, greatness and pouring into me. Hell, we gonna go on for 4 more years, y'all. Well, hopefully, listen. If I don't end up on TV by, you know, the end of this year, it's over for me. But, you know, hopefully we go on and make it, you know, we make some kind of career and, you know, transform. I don't want to be one of those people on YouTube singing shoulda, woulda, coulda and begging for cash apps and stuff like that for the rest of my life. No, we got to elevate. I want you guys to see the growth, the progression. You know, me putting money into my own platform and stuff like that and, you know, have some kind of studio. And I didn't even get to tell y'all. Miss A.T. Elliott made a joke, but I was originally going to do this show from my bedroom, but I decided to do it from down here. But I got a bed! Y'all can't make fun of me no more. I finally got a bed. So I am sleeping in a bed. It's comfortable. I like it. It's a queen size. You know, it's cool. It's cool. I hope y'all like it. One day, I'll show y'all my bed and stuff like that. But yeah, we upgrading. You know, everything got to be upgraded. So I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Miss A.T. Ellingson. Thank you, V. Thank you, Meek. I appreciate y'all. He got that face. And I will be doing a video letting you guys know how much I made in March and April as well too. So I'll let you guys know the results. Well, obviously you'll see it next month. But you know, thank you, MJE. I appreciate that. Thank you. I think Melanie Jones said she was doing After Dark today, so we'll go over there and check her out. But other than that, y'all. This has been a long, you know I don't do these long ass shows, but it was so good. I had to. All right, y'all, we out of here. Deuces, everybody. Oh, and shout out to Red Label. Red Label. Here we go, Red Label.